There you go. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. Oh boy, I expect you up here, Dusty. I expect Jefferson up here. Let's roll, boys. Let me do a recap of the game last night, which was one of the best games. I told you guys in here 2 weeks ago today. I told you guys, don't worry about Cam Newton. He's going to have a monster year. I watched him throw the football last night. Chris Collinsworth did a great job about the his throwing motion. And goddamn, does Cam Newton look like a different quarterback, boy? Dusty, good afternoon. I was just saying to you, my friend, I came on a little early for you. We're going to do the Raider pregame with the Saints, okay?
I appreciate you, man. Getting ready for the plantation. I appreciate you moving that up for me.
Yeah, 'cause I know you said you had to be at the plantation at 2:30 your time, which is 5:30 my time. So I said, let me get a little sleep. 'Cause I got home at 11 this morning. And from the plantation, I said, let me give my man an hour and a half before he heads out the door. How's your wife and the kid this morning? I mean, this afternoon, buddy?
Oh, she good, man. She's still mad about all those injuries, man.
Oh, yeah, they said about 45 minutes ago, both of them are out for the year. They're two defensive linemen, Thomas and Bosa. So,
Yeah, it's ugly,
yes, it
And
is, man. Good.
that was my knock on Nick Bosa in college, though. He got hurt an awful lot in college.
Yes, he did at Ohio State. Yes, he did. No doubt.
But a bad field, and then Eric Armstead basically went out there and said, "Oh, the field is bullshit. Boo, boo, boo. We was complaining about the field before the game. It's some bullshit." And then it was fucked up is they got to play on the same field next week.
Yeah. And they're going to be in West Virginia for that, and they're going to fly up here on Saturday. So, uh, I mean, and the Cardinals got to do the same thing too. They got to come here twice, but they should win easily. So, I
I
look at.
didn't I didn't get a chance to catch the night game, man. But
Oh God, that was awesome.
I was at the plantation. But I'm always right. I know it.
If the Buffalo Bills did not call off the dogs, Laura would have won a lot of money again yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love Laura. Hope he comes in this very nice afternoon show Pacific time. Uh
You
the night
motherfuckers is
game.
point shaving, man.
All I know is this, and Platinum knew where I was going when Platinum was in here yesterday. What the Bengals did Thursday night, even the announcers said was disgraceful. Instead of going for two, instead they took the one that covered the spread because it was 5.5 at kickoff. They only lost by 5. So if you bet the Browns, you lost.
You know what I'm saying? It's point shaving, man. Like I know what's going on. It's like you got the gangsters saying, man, you heard what I said, Roger.
Yeah, yeah,
No, you heard what I said.
yeah. I hear you. Ty Dan, TV, what's
If
up,
you
bro? You want to come up? Here's the link, bro. Pop up, say hello to all of us, bro. The both of us. I know more is coming because this is really the pregame show for Dusty. The Raiders home opener first game in Vegas. They expect that the Rockettes and the Vegas Showgirls and the Raiderettes out there on that beautiful. Have you seen the stadium, Dusty?
I, I've seen pictures of it. I haven't had a chance to go to Vegas yet. When Vegas shut down, man, I was like, fuck that, man.
Wow, man. Yeah,
I
but
don't even I
last,
don't even know if the casinos is still closed. I'm pretty sure they still are though.
yeah, man. Let me tell you about last night. First of all, I was saying when you popped into the room that Belichick and Josh McDaniels have really changed Cam Newton's throwing motion. Now he throws like a real quarterback. That is good for Cam Newton. He swallowed his damn pride. And in return, Belichick lets him dance. He was doing the Superman. He scored 4 touchdowns last night. So, it came down to the last play of the game, Dusty. New England had the ball at the 1. Seattle's 1. Cam Newton was going for his 5th touchdown. Seattle stopped him. The guy came out of nowhere, popped him in the knees. He flipped over, and he was stopped at the goal line. And Seattle won 35-30.
I knew that was going to be the game plan. You do what you do, little dink and dunk, and once you get inside the 10, it's the Cam show.
Yeah, I'm laughing out loud. I'm gonna stay in the clouds, bro. Thanks, bro. I love you, bro. Man, listen, man. How is it in the UK? Let me know, bro. Nice to have you here. Uh, I'm gonna do this quickly. We're gonna get to your game because your game is the game of the night. Uh, Russell Wilson looked splendid. I don't know what Platinum is looking at, man. This guy threw 5 touchdowns last night. Was brilliant, man. I
That
don't
was
know
the
what
game of the
Platinum's
year,
looking at.
man.
Yeah,
That was almost as good as the Cowboy game.
yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I saw the Cowboy game yesterday. That was awesome, man. Great comeback. But yeah, bro.
I had to, because I work the swing shift, so I got to record all this shit. I can't
Yeah,
even watch
man.
the game live.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna get to your game right now. Uh, I'm looking at the Raiders tonight, and Michael Thomas, I think, is on IR too for New Orleans.
Yes.
I think so. I'll check that for you before you leave. Uh,
This this the matchup I want you to look for.
mm-hmm.
Malcolm Jenkins against Darren Waller. Waller is gonna smoke that nigga.
A tight end.
He's gonna smoke him.
Okay, I'll look at that for
I,
sure.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
I'm gonna
watch this
say
game tonight.
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say 10 catches for $140, two
Okay,
touchdowns.
okay. I'm gonna say this right now, and I saw your guys last week, and if Josh Jacobs keeps running like this, and Gruden goes to the old Gruden style, where I want to pound the rock, take pressure off Derek Carr. The Raiders going to win a lot of games, especially if Denver's done because their 3 best players are now gone. Drew
Oh,
Lock is out for a
I
week.
was high on their quarterback,
I
man,
am too.
and
He's out for like 6, 7 weeks, and so is Cortland Sutton. So Denver's in
yeah,
a lot of trouble. I
yeah.
mean,
I like Drew Lock. I was
I
kind
do
of like,
too.
ooh, okay, this is good news.
I do too. So your division, but I'll say this: you're gonna have a problem with Justin Herbert.
He's not all that, bro. Like he has tendencies. Like for example, if you look at the way he rolls out, it's predictable like Baker Mayfield. So I think that with our D coordinator, man, I think we could always flush him the same way that they flush Baker. I don't think it's gonna be hard to beat him. The thing is, you just don't got no film on the motherfucker.
Buddy of mine's a diehard Raider fan, and he called me up early this morning, and he was a little nervous of this game. But he said one thing that made him very proud of the Raiders again last week. They look like a well-oiled machine. They did, bro. I saw that lot. They did, bro. That was the best I've seen Oakland in a long, long time.
I wasn't happy about our defense though. Like when you have a team like Carolina who literally has nothing and they scored 30 points, I'm not really happy about that.
I
And I'm
understand
really
that.
and I'm really going to be looking for us to improve on that. And I think we will, man. Without Michael Thomas, I don't really think they have enough because the thing that really helped us, not after I watched last game, was when we got that linebacker from the Rams.
Yeah, I
It's
know what you're
it,
talking about. Yeah.
it
Dust, get back up here, bro. I don't know what the hell happened. Get back up here, bro. Here you go. It's the link. Dusty, get right back up here. I'll put you right up. I don't know what the hell happened. Got you back. I put the link in, bro. Just pop in. I'll wait for him to come back. Oh, here we go. Talk about the Raiders. Dusty, go ahead. You talk about the guy. Oh, you popped out again, bro. I left the link in there for you. You popped right back out. There we go. You was talking about the linebacker from the Rams. You got from the Rams. Go ahead, buddy.
he looked. I like it. It made our biggest weakness probably one of our strengths. And then the white boy Kwiatkowski, he actually working out too.
I'll I'll get to the Saints in a few minutes. I'm gonna stick with the Raiders. Uh, I think it's good, my friend, that all of a sudden you are scoring points. Now, granted, it's against Carolina, okay, but look how Tom Brady struggled yesterday, and Bruce Arians blasted him today again. You know, talking about his incompetence. I just feel in a very winnable division, a third place schedule, the Raiders going to win 9, 10 games, maybe even 11 games.
I wouldn't
If-
say all that. I would be happy with just 8.
You'd be happy with 8, huh?
I mean, I'm really not expecting much from us, man. I mean, if we make the wild card, I'll be overjoyed. But I don't really have high expectations until I actually see what we got. Now I know we've been doing pretty good with the draft the last couple of years because I think Mike Mayock keeps Gruden in check. But I got to see how these rookies gonna pan out.
It's a good thing. Like Seattle with Pete Carroll, Dallas with Jimmy Johnson 30 years ago. You got a guy who knows the players in the draft for years to draft. Because I'm going to say one thing about Oakland, right? And I'm sorry I keep calling them Oakland. I'm going to say something about the Raiders. Last few years, you have to admit they've drafted well.
Yeah. And I was kind of worried about the corner we picked up. I didn't really know. I really wasn't too high on them in college, but seeing how physical they played, it made me feel better about it because I thought they were suspect in coverage.
You know, with 7 spots, okay? Buffalo, I'll give them a spot. Cam Newton, I'll give him a spot. That's 2. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, that's 4. I don't know who's going to win the South, but I can see Chiefs Raiders as the 2 teams come out of the West very easily. I can see it. It's no dream, bro. 7 spots.
Oh, they do got an extra spot now.
Yeah, 7 spots. I can see the Raiders. I mean, the way I'm telling you, I did not see them last year. I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard a lot about this Josh Jacobs. God damn, I saw him last week. I said, "Oh, this kid's a new Marshawn Lynch."
No, I wouldn't say all that.
He impressed me, man. Paul G, what's up, buddy? Iman Perry, what's up, boys? How you guys doing today? Thank you for coming again. I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry, Dusty. I'm going to say it again. When I get merch, all you guys are getting free merch, bro. I'm dead serious. Go ahead, Dust.
I think we go take the dub. I think we go cover. Without Michael Thomas, without Davenport, without Drew Brees being able to throw the ball over 15 yards, I think we're going to get it.
Looks old. Does. I mean, I was watching Brady Brees last week. It was like AARP playing against each other, bro. It was that sad. And
like
then
Brees can't throw the slot post anymore. It's over.
And then I look at this guy yesterday, bro. I look at Russell Wilson and Cam Newton last night. That's the way quarterbacks in their prime should be playing like. Was those 2 brothers last night balling? Balling last night, bro. Give me a second.
Hey, fellas in the chat, man, who covered on the night game last night? I know who won, but who covered?
Seattle covered last night, bro. It was 4. They won by 5, 35-30. That's why I said if Buffalo didn't do what they did to Laro, they were 1, man. They were 1 last night.
It's point shaving, man.
Yeah, Laro would have won again 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
I mean,
Laro should have
Buffalo.
won. I mean, I actually thought you guys would win, but I'll be happy with just y'all covering.
Yeah, they covered. Miami got lucky and covered.
Y'all need to figure out a way to use Breida better, man. Like Breida has the potential to be, really, really, like really disruptive, man. You guys really need to figure out how to use him. Y'all need to split him out. Y'all need to really be creative in the way you get that boy the ball.
Well, they're gonna use him and the guy they got from the Raiders. What's his name again? The running back.
I don't know who y'all picked up from us.
He was the 3rd string behind Jacob.
We had Richard, and then we had was it Jalen Richard and DeAndre, or what's his name? I forget his last name, but I'm assuming it's not Richard because you would have confirmed it.
No, it wasn't Richard. It was somebody else. His name ends in a T, like the last name starts with a T, I think.
Now I forget, and I got chemo brain, so excuse me on that.
That's okay, bro.
But y'all need to be real creative with how y'all get in the ball, man. Like especially with Breida, man. Y'all got a real track star. I like that white boy tight end y'all got too.
Dusty, I'm right here. I didn't leave. Nagging people bothering me. Yeah, Miami's in trouble, bro. I mean, because I'm gonna tell you people something. And I love you, man. I love you, Paul G. This guy, I think Cam. It's two things. Gailey, Chan Gailey's too old, and Miami don't got it on offense, man. They don't. And
I don't think Chan Gailey's too old. He just don't have the personnel to do what he
there you
wants.
go. There you go. I'm gonna say something else. I also believe that Garner Minshew, who is having a very nice season so far. People don't realize that because it's Jacksonville. In Jacksonville, there's their fifth round draft pick, the running back Robinson, was a beast yesterday.
Yes,
I
he
think
was.
they're going to beat the hell out of Miami this week, right? And it's a short week too. And Miami cannot find defense and pass rush if they prayed for it. And it's a short week. They're playing Thursday night, and
See,
I'll be
see
here
this.
Thursday night, fellas.
I
I'll go.
disagree with you, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why. The reason why is because one thing that you guys are good at is zone, right? So I think if you guys do like, if you just run quarterback contain and run it from different areas, from different spots, as long as you can keep him in the pocket, he can't beat you with his arm because he
Yeah, you're
doesn't
right
have
about
one.
that. He does have a noodle arm.
Yeah, I know he got a noodle arm. That's what I'm saying. He can't beat you with his arm. So if y'all run quarterback contain, he might have a lot of time, but he doesn't have the arm to deliver it anywhere that you guys won't be.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, but hey, Miami got to show something, man. Now I'm encouraged with their offense. I mean, they put up 28 points. Give it. Buffalo gave them the last 8 points to cover the spread. Let's just call a spade a spade. They gave them those points to cover the spread. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what Cincinnati did the other night was embarrassing, man. It was embarrassing, man. They kicked the extra point, said, "Here, Cleveland, we're not even going to onside kick. Let's just cover and call it a night." It's embarrassing.
Man, we know that cheating has been going on because I mean we could just go back a couple years to the NFC Championship,
Which one?
the one where the flag wasn't thrown.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you.
Like this, it's something going on, man. And like I said, I know it's point shaving, and I think the orders is coming from up top.
Of course. Iman Perry says Jock Jacobs needs to come through tonight. I'm facing the Saints D. He says hello to me. I say hello to both of them, Paul G and Iman Perry. I'm the type of guy, Dusty, if you haven't noticed yet, I don't give a damn how many subscribers you get, and I don't give a damn watches or who's in the chat room. And I don't mean that personally to you guys. And what I'm saying is, if you guys come in, I'll shout you out. If you don't, you don't. I mean, I'm doing this. This is fun for me. I'm loving this shit, bro. I can't believe I've been doing 2 weeks already, bro. And it's been a blast, man. I mean that. Yeah, you're right,
Josh
man.
Jacobs gonna run. Josh Jacobs is gonna. I think he gonna come with at least 18 fantasy points. I think he will do his thing. Um, I think Davenport going down is gonna be a big deal in the run defense. Um,
Oh man.
I think they're weak at safety. Well, they're weak at one safety spot,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that there's advantages that could be taken. I think Henry Ruggs is going to be a decoy today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think you need to look out for Hunter Renfro. I think he's going to have a big game because they're weak in the slot. I think that Waller's going to have a big game because they're weak at the. Jenkins is not going to be able to cover. He can't run with him, and he's severely undersized next to him.
Well, I tell you, the Raiders get this one, man. They go to New England Sunday. You know that? I'm gonna cover that game, here in the pregame show on Sunday. They go to Foxborough Sunday.
We're gonna win that one too, and I'm gonna
That's
tell
gonna
you
be
why.
fascinating because
We actually have the personnel to shut them down. So you think about it. I know our one of our corners, he kind of started off on the wrong foot, but we got the corners that these dudes can't run on the outside.
You're right.
They can't.
They
They
can't.
can't.
They did everything in Seattle last night up the middle of the field. Edelman
And
had like 200 yards, bro.
and this is the thing. They can't get away from us. We're more physical than them. Our defense is more physical than their offense. The only thing I was worried about is that
Yeah.
I heard we was shopping Gabe Jackson, and I get
Okay.
it. He's making $8 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like if that was the case, why didn't you take Bradbury when you had the chance, or not Bradbury, the boy that went to I forget his name, not Bradbury, but there was a why we didn't take Ruiz if you
Do
was gonna
your
shop.
wife follow the draft like you do?
She when I met her, she recorded the third day. She watches the every day of the draft.
Where the hell did you find her at, bro? I'm giving you a compliment, man. Where you found her at, bro?
Online.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So I
Good
mean,
for
this
you,
is
bro. Cause
the
that
draft
cause
is a
that
big
young
deal
lady
for
know how to
us.
pick, bro. That young lady know how to pick.
None of her picks went through. They might not
Uh,
have covered, but the outright, she called the outrights.
yeah. I mean, man, bro, she was terrific, bro.
She know the game better than, to be honest, she know the game better than most people I know, let alone women.
You know?
But hey, this is what you don't know about her though. She played Pop Warner football,
Yeah, you
middle
told me that.
linebacker.
Yeah, you
She
told me
played
that the other night.
she played
That's
Pop
pretty
Warner
cool, bro.
football. She played middle linebacker and actually won the MVP. I saw the trophy.
By the way, Paul G said, "Good for you that you met a woman like you have a lady like that." Paul G in the chat room said, "Good for you." I say
Appreciate
the
you,
same
big
thing.
dog. We have a lot of fun, man.
And I can imagine, bro, because like I said, I'm the type of guy. I like my woman to be the opposite because I want her to do her thing. I do my thing. But I'll tell you, I was with a woman before, and she liked the fact that all I cared about was sports at the time. I mean, I used to be sports heavy, not like I am now. But the only thing that gets me to do a show like this is not only the passion, but I do know all the years of watching sports, I can pick up things very easily, you know. And you're very blessed, man. Roll with that, my brother. Uh, I'm looking at the coaching matchup tonight. And I will say this right now for Sean Payton. This is no day at the beach for Sean Payton.
No, we still
Okay.
got Paul Gunther, I think, right?
Yeah. Gruden knows what he's doing. I saw it last week. I haven't seen the
Yeah.
Raiders in years, bro. Until last week. You know, because I had Josh Jacobs in my fantasy team. And I said, let me see how good this guy is. First run of the game, I said, oh yeah, this kid's a beast, bro. This
You know who
kid's
he
a beast.
reminds me of? He doesn't remind me of Marshawn Lynch. He reminds me of a slightly less athletic Marshall Faulk.
I could see that. Yeah. I could see that.
Because we split him out the same way. He could split
Mm-hmm.
out. He could run. He's a really good route runner. He's
Mm-hmm. I
good in
saw that
pass
last week.
protection. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he's like a step slower than Marshall Faulk in his prime.
I'll tell you one thing. And I look at Miami. I'm gonna keep it the Raiders. I look at Miami, and I listen to their a little bit of their homers who do these channels, and they said they love the way their offensive line is protecting the quarterback. The quarterback was clean again yesterday. I look at the Raider offensive line. That shit's stout, bro.
Hey, did you get our injury report? Is Trent Brown playing?
Let me know. I'll let you know right now, bro. Get the injury report up while I'm talking to you. I'll get it up for you in a second.
And they got
Okay.
Incognito on that HGH, man. He looking like he in it, like he 28 again.
Incognito.
He looking like he 28.
Oh man, Incognito, man, what a
Yeah,
dick.
like 4 pancakes. I'm like, go ahead, white boy.
Oh shit. Okay, let me get the injury report for you, my brother. I got it right here.
We real big on our line though. I mean, like everybody, I think is like bigger than 315 or something like that. Well, except for Colton, I think no, Colton Miller's 6'8", like 300. But I like what we got on our line, man. We got a really athletic left tackle. We real big in the middle. We even bigger on the right tackle. I think the motherfucker might be 400 pounds or some shit like that. Like and with Josh Jacobs, man, like if you look at the way we ran the ball, man, we could run either direction. Waller is less than stellar at blocking, but
I'm gonna give you the injury reports. Gonna give you a smile on your face. For New Orleans, Chase Hansen out. Marcus
yes,
Davenport out.
yes,
Michael Thomas out.
yes. Davenport out too.
Yep. I got
That's what
the up to date right here from NFL.com.
I think it's a shoe in for a win because Kamara's not enough, bro. And with the linebackers we picked up, I really doubt he'll be able to really wiggle like he normally does. Because they're
Those,
gonna
those,
try to. Because
okay.
without you got to think about it, without Michael Thomas, they're gonna try to really be creative in the ways that they get the ball. And like for example, a lot of people like don't get me wrong, I did not like Cleveland Farrell at number 4. I
Yeah.
wanted Josh Allen, but
hmm
if you look at the way he plays the run, he's
Yeah.
really at the top of the league, in my opinion, against playing the run.
Here you go for you. Archie Key. Trent Brown, doubtful. Nick Kilikowski,
Mhm.
doubtful. And Sam Young, doubtful. That's the Raiders report.
We can win without them. I mean, Kukowski is a big loss, but I think we got enough with the backup I think we're gonna win this game, and I predict it'll be um 14-24.
24-14. LaShawn Jefferson, get up here, bro. I put the link in for you. Get up here. Yeah, bro, I can see that. I can see that.
I think
Crap,
Drew Brees is
Randy
gonna
and me
throw a
being.
couple of picks
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't have. See, this is the thing. He can't see the field real well,
Mm-hmm.
and our the young D lineman we drafted, they is getting after it,
There you
and
go.
we bring a lot of pressure up the middle. So little quarterbacks don't like pressure up the middle, and I think that that's going to make him rush his reads. I think he's going to make bad reads, and I'm gonna tell you something. Don't sleep on Mullins, man. I think Mullins, if you look at the way he plays man coverage, by the end of the year, he's going to be seen as one of a top tier man to man corner.
You know what I love about talking to you, bro?
Say what?
Know what I love about talking with. Know what I love about me and you rapping like this.
What's up, big dog?
You know what the fuck you talking about? I'm dead serious, man.
Look, look, look. Let me slide on the Bleacher Report.
I got the app, but I don't look at them much, because the Dolphins are full of shit. So I don't really look at them, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would,
I love the site. Bleacher Report's good, but because I know the Dolphins are full of it, I don't really get all in on it. You know what I'm saying?
don't take the over, Gold Eagle. You got to take the under, man. Our defense. Look, this is the thing, man. Like our secondary is exquisite, man. Did you see how Abrams was like really playing? He was looking like Debo last week.
He was. I saw it in my own eyes. He
He's
was.
looking like Debo. He looked like a young Steve Atwater, just not as big.
Looking at NFL.com, and the big picture is Russell Wilson on one side, Cam Newton on the other, and NFL is giddy that these two put on the show. I'm happy for Cam, bro. I told people going to Belichick and McDaniels, he's gonna get coached better than he ever did in his life. Okay, I looked at his throwing motion last night. He looked like a goddamn gunslinger. Good for
So
Cam.
so so he changed. See, I watched the first game. In the first game, he still had that Carolina throwing motion. So you telling me game 2 throwing motion was different than game 1's throwing motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check it out. But a lot of what I said is exactly what happened, man. Like Cam is getting hit too much.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting hit too much, and then the nigga already, on the flexible side of the game. You know what I mean? Like he can't. If they have to put Stidham back there, they can still do some of the same things because he is an athletic quarterback, and he actually has a better arm than Cam at this point in his career. They just can't do the same things in the 10-yard line that they can do with Cam.
Did the offensive line block on the last play of the game? I think Cam Newton was surprised in my opinion. What's up, Eagle? Get your ass up here. I'm putting the link down. I think Cam Newton was surprised, LaShawn, that Seattle Pete Carroll called that play. See, last night what you saw was very impressive. Was you saw the two best coaches in football go at one another again. And the last 3 games between Seattle and New England came down to the goal line. We all know what happened the first one. Wilson threw the interception. New England won the Super Bowl. In Foxborough 3 years ago, they stopped Brady at the goal line with Gronk. Seattle won it. And last night, Seattle stopped Cam Newton at the goal line, and Seattle won again. So these games have been masterpieces, the last 3. This goes to tell you that when you have great coaching, you're going to see it just as good as the quarterbacks last night put on a hell of a show. And it's good for both brothers.
I don't think Pete Carroll is all that. That's just my personal opinion. I just think that he knew which wagon to hitch his trailer to, and that was Russell Wilson.
Well, I was out there, believe it or not. And I'm going to tell you the truth. God bless his soul. I'm trying to think of his name again. The quarterback that used to be with the Vikings, the young black boy, then he went to Seattle. I forgot. He died this year, believe it or not. Died in April in a horrible car accident down in Miami.
But you said he was a black quarterback that played for
the Vikings years ago, yeah.
Oh, like before my time? Because I didn't start watching till the 90s.
No, I'm talking about like in the year 2008, before they got Brett Favre.
Okay, who they had before Brett Favre? They had shit. Damn.
I forgot his name. And God bless his soul, by the way. There you go. Golden Eagle guy, Tavares Jackson.
Tavares Jackson died?
Yeah, back in April. Horrible car accident. Horrible.
Oh, man.
Down in Miami. I was there in 2012 at the camp. And I saw Tavares. Matt Flynn, the white boy. Russell Wilson. And Tavares looked the best of any of them in the camp. But Wilson caught my eye by his presence. Matt Flynn I told guys on national radio, didn't even want that white boy there. I told people that. I said the white boy, they didn't want him. The players didn't want to play for him. And they traded Tavares because they felt that he may be a threat to Wilson. They went with Wilson. I felt that was a great move. You're 7-9, back-to-back years. Grow with the kid. Let him play. They went 11-5 that year, beat RG3 in Washington when RG3 got hurt.
Worst trade in history. But go ahead.
Worst trade in history?
The RG3 trade, worst trade in history. They could have sat at 10 or sat at 12 that year and took Tannehill. And I'm not high on Tannehill, but I think you give Shanahan somebody with that skill set, he would have got the most out of him.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not kidding. The Rams did nothing with those picks. And you think long and hard.
You're right.
Remember, Sean McVay cleaned house once he got in a couple of years back. Got rid of those losers. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Long went to the Patriots.
I'm not high on Sean McVay either. I don't think McVay is all that. I just think he knew what to do.
Baby.
Hey, say that again, baby.
He is a knockoff wannabe Shanahan.
Thank you.
Hey, gorgeous, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm good, sweetheart. I was telling your man a little while ago, I said you a breath of sunshine on this site. Thank you so much for your knowledge, girl. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you.
And I'm sorry about your injury, sweetheart. I really am.
Oh, my God. It's going to be a depressing season, but thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Hey, you got Miami coming up. That's a win.
Let's hope Mullins can do something.
She like Mullins. I don't.
He's all right for a backup.
Let me tell you this, Dusty. Your lady is right. Sorry, honey. Your lady is right. Any goddamn guy Shanahan's put in there performs.
She did thumbs up on that one.
That's why. You know what? Let me tell you something right now. Okay, I love his daddy so much. I do. I love Mike Shanahan. He is the most brilliant offensive mind I've ever seen, bro. Any guy who can
breaking my heart right now. Fuck him.
Any guy who can outsmart Belichick every time they play is my guy. Okay,
man. You forget he left us He went to the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry. Shanahan is an enemy to
I
this day to
understand that.
me.
I understand that. You're going way back, but you're right. Sweetheart, she's still there?
Yeah.
Sweetheart, come to the phone for a second. I got a question to ask you. It's going to be a hard one, but I don't want to bring you back these memories, okay? You ready?
Go ahead.
Sweetie, when
Yes.
you were up 20-10 with 7.5 minutes to go in the Super Bowl, didn't you think young Kyle outsmarted himself that cost you the Super Bowl?
Yes, unfortunately.
There you go. He did
I
it with
just think it was a
Atlanta.
bad throw. If Jimmy made that throw, you guys would have won the game.
It wasn't
But the point
necessary.
is the play calling, right, sweetheart?
Yes.
I mean, he did it with Atlanta of 28-3 with 8.5 minutes to go. In the third quarter, destroyed New England. He tried to get cute, let me bury and embarrass Belichick, cost him a championship. He did it last year. He had Andy Reid on his knees, okay? Well, let me try to do this and do that. And, just stick it to Andy. And the 49ers have no rings right now. Am I right, sweetheart?
Yes.
There you go.
Right.
Hey, you know what? You do got a point, man. He should have ran that rock.
Damn right.
He should have ran the rock.
You damn right. What's up, LaShawn? You damn right. I mean, young
But
Shanahan outsmarts himself and cost him 2 rings with 2 different franchises.
see, I've said this, and my lady don't agree with me, but I don't think he's the coach. I just think he's the guy that does the work for his daddy. I think daddy comes with the game plan. I think daddy watches the film. I think daddy draws up the plays, and I think he just sends son to go do the shit that he don't want to do, like run practice and shit.
Dusty,
You buy that,
I'm gonna have
sweetheart?
to disagree. Dusty,
You buy that, sweetheart?
he didn't learn what his daddy taught him. That's why he lost. He trying to
Hold
be his
that.
daddy.
Jefferson.
That's what
hold
it
that-
is.
Jefferson, hold that point for a second. Sweetheart, you agree with him?
No, she went upstairs. Hold up.
Okay.
No, she don't agree with me. She'll tell you that because I've been saying
Oh
that
no,
shit for
she
2 years.
deserves to walk upstairs. Damn it, with what you just said. Okay.
Go ahead, bro. I'm just laughing, man. This is some good shit. Jefferson said, granted, I picked, I guess, Baltimore. I think I own that, but damn. Could have
Yeah. I picked against Baltimore like a dumbass. I did.
Oh,
And
man.
you know what? I forgot about the QB. I really did because I thought he was still dealing with that injury
Yeah.
that they said was an injury,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the week 2 stuff. Remember, I told you I don't want to hear about defense on week 1. Defense count at week 6, and you
Yeah,
see what defense did. And you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, I will acknowledge I need to give Brady more respect because you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't the coach, but honestly,
Well, Bruce
the
Arians
team
ripped him
didn't
an hour
play for
ago.
the coach. They played for Brady. And
Yeah, Bruce-
even with the Tampa Bay T-Rex arms, because them balls were bouncing off everywhere.
Bruce Arians ripped him early again today. He said he's seen nothing from him. Nothing.
I mean, that was
Man,
true.
I'm
though.
telling you right
Let's-
now.
Let's keep it
Man,
real.
Brady done put that shit in their hands and he
Paul
put
D, I got
super
you.
glue.
Read your
And
comment.
them gloves didn't even hold it. And he done hit him in the chest. He done hit him in every part except they cup. And they can't catch nothing. And
They better be glad.
That game should have been a blowout.
They better be glad. They better be glad Denver is ravaged with injuries and all their star offensive players are out, boy. Because if that was a healthy Denver team, they will get blown this week. Paul G, our disciplined defense will stop the Rams' high school offense. And Shanahan
Man,
is
the
the best
Rams ain't
offensive play
shit.
caller in football. Kyle Shanahan, he said,
honestly,
best play.
Their best 2 players
there were
won't
guys
even really
on
affect the
Tampa
game
Bay
like that.
I didn't even know was on the team.
Which guy?
But they didn't know was on the team. And
Sound
they
a lot
played
better
better
right
than the starters.
Yeah. Someone
And
told
that's
me
a
that
fact.
today too about Tampa Bay. They told me
See-
today that their bench players better players than the stuff. Tampa Bay is in trouble, and it's because he is old. He's looking 43 years old. And I think Drew Brees, I think, is going to get his ass knocked down later this tonight. with the
Drew
Raiders.
Brees Drew Brees getting fucked up today because
Yeah, I
look,
believe.
look, man, the center that they got, he ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they real good with. I like Pete a lot. I think Pete is actually one of the most underrated guards in the game. But
Yeah.
really, if you move him to tackle, you know what I'm saying, where he should be, and they should have drafted what's his name, the boy out of Fresno State. They would
Yeah, I know
actually
you're
be in a
talking
lot better place right now.
Hey, by the way, can I have you and your lady up here for draft day coverage in April, bro?
Oh yeah, man, I'm down, bro. You know, look, we live and breathe the draft.
I do too. I believe it or not, you're gonna say, huh? I went to I'm gonna say 20 drafts in a row, man. Matter of fact, one of my coolest buddies is one of the big time now NFL scouts, and he has his own publication. I'm gonna try and get him on for a one-on-one interview for you guys to listen if you love the draft. He went from being a detective, a New York City detective, to now one of the best NFL scouts. And why? He loved the draft. Me and him went to so many drafts in a row. Now he got his own business, and I'm proud of him. Bro. I'm gonna get him up here. Tony Pauline, I'm gonna get him up here.
Oh yeah, I heard of that dude.
Yeah, it's my boy, man. We're
getting
gonna
him on
rock
an interview.
that.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna get him and just say, yo, Tone, let's just talk draft, right? Tell me what's up, what's going on. Let you guys hear it. I'm gonna get him on in the and not only the combine. I'm gonna get him on for the Senior Bowl. Okay, that's his baby.
And see, back to what you were saying earlier. You talk about Chan Gailey and that he's old.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, if you look at our offense, Gruden.
Yeah.
Hold on. What you? Setting towards ACL. He's out for the season.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah.
I thought he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, he hurt his knee. He tore his ACL. Denver's done. They're going to be playing for Miami, and Carolina. They're going to be playing for the first pick.
With Drew Lock fucking up his throwing shoulder, they just might get Trevor Lawrence. Now, that'd be good for y'all because I have to agree with the brother yesterday that said that Tua is better.
I will say this. I think Trevor Lawrence is 10 times better. If Miami is as bad as I think they're going to be with their schedule, okay.
Yeah. How could Trevor Lawrence be better when he didn't really have a good his freshman year he was the shit. He did his thing, but
he beat Tua in the championship game, by the way.
But he didn't. But there was an improvement in the second year.
Trust me. He had a monster game on Saturday afternoon for Clemson, 49-0. He knows that he's
against
the number one thing.
Against who? Against who?
I know. But that's Clemson, though. You know that. They played cupcakes. Miami, I'll say this. The Hurricane quarterback looks real good.
I like him, too. That
boy looks real good from the University of Houston, bro.
Yes.
Yeah,
wait, I thought the quarterback from University of Houston last year switched to a receiver or something.
No. He went to Miami. He didn't play. He quit on the team, bro. Seriously. after week 3, seriously, last year after week 3, he quit.
Oh, he redshirted so he can keep the eligibility.
Yeah, he looked good for Miami, bro. Man, a lot of people of Deshaun Watson, they say.
He don't got that arm though. I don't think I
haven't seen him yet. I'll see him this week. I haven't been good.
I saw him at Houston. He don't really got the NFL arm. I think he'll be a good backup though.
Okay. I'll take your opinion. No?
You gotta be able to throw you gotta be able to make all the throws to be in my book, you gotta be able to make all the throws.
Yeah, man. The Broncos are done. That's a losing ticket. I was so high on them, man.
Lock, man. Like a throwing shoulder injury with an arm like that. That's
and with a cheap shot too.
That's terrible.
Typical Steelers, bro.
I'm a hood nigga, man. Like I'd have showed up at your locker room, like Mello.
Oh boy,
I'd have pulled up on you. The fuck? And I don't see how somebody can get a cheap shot on your quarterback and your old line don't try to take somebody's head off.
Church, get up here, bro. I'm sending the link. Get your ass up here, Church. Yeah, you right, bro. You right.
Dak is not going to win MVP. He must be a Cowboy fan.
He is a fanatical Cowboy fan, bro.
Dak, first of all, Y'all should have gave the franchise tag on them so that y'all could have got them 2 first-round picks. That's what y'all should have did.
I see if the Cowboys do not make it to the Super Bowl, which I predicted they would get to the Super Bowl, I see Dak Prescott on a new team within the next year. Not joking.
What I
They'll let him
look,
walk.
the
Dusty, you there, bro? Dusty, your mic went out.
McKinney.
There you go. You got mic problems, brother.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now, yeah.
No, I was saying I love CeeDee Lamb to death, but they should have took McKinney.
My man Church said, stop it, Dusty. Paul G is a Cowboy fan, too. He said, go Cowboys.
Look, man, I like what they're doing. I just
I
don't
do
like
too.
Dak.
I like Prescott, but how can I say this? I think Prescott's the type of guy, though, that if he has talent around him, he will shine.
But that's not.
I know
Look,
what you're
to
saying.
me,
I know what you're going to say.
If you need talent around you, why should I pay you $35 million?
Look at Ryan Tannehill yesterday, bro. 4 TDs and they barely won.
He earned his check.
Yeah,
least- at
luckily.
At least week 1, he earned his check.
Darth, low IQ, what's up, my brother? Cowboys, they'll win the division. That's about it. That's about it, he said.
Hey, Church. That's funny, man.
I read it. Look, Church, he's up here right now. Get up here, bro. Hey, Darth, you got to get up here sometime and have the fun with us, bro. Seriously, bro. You got to come up here, bro. He's giving me the fist. That's right, bro. I love you too, bro. You know that. I love all my guys from the chat room. What's up, Church? Did you finish partying yet?
Yeah, that's Cowboy fan.
Stop that, Dusty. Stop it. First of all, Dak is number 3 in the league since coming out of college and 4-quarter comebacks. Second of all,
18.
Dak,
18. He has 18 comebacks.
Yeah, I know. Second of all,
Man,
Dusty.
Dak is a
Second of all,
mid-level
Dusty.
starter.
Every quarterback needs weapons. We ain't
That's
say
true.
that about Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes got probably the fastest receiver in the league,
And you know what? I'm going to
and
say
the best
something.
tight end in the league,
I'm
and
gonna
one
say-
good running backs.
I'm going to say something. When you look at the Chiefs offensively, Hilaire makes them now because you look around. Other than Kelsey and Hill is in and out sometimes. Let's go away. He could be inconsistent. The weapons are not all that. So give
Well, Hardeman's really good. I like Hardeman.
Oh,
a
Yeah,
lot.
Hardeman.
Yeah.
They got all their weapons is all speed. They speed
Yeah,
team.
it's
That's a
not all
speed
that.
team.
when I look at Dallas with CeeDee Lamb, who was a monster yesterday, really won them that game with that catch. Gallup and Amari Cooper. Dallas, and of course the great Zeke Elliott. Dallas, to me, personnel-wise, is the best team in football.
I think that their weakness in secondary will affect them
I can
more
see
than
that.
their strength at receiver.
I
just-
agree.
'cause
I agree with you. Our safety play is not great.
Not that
Like
great.
we got the young corner.
Yep.
He's nice, man. He's got
Well,
lockdown D.
Yeah, Paul G. Chiefs is finesse. You're absolutely right. Go ahead,
Right.
Dusty.
You know,
Hey, Dusty.
and you know what? I'm not a Cowboy hater. I actually like Zeke a lot, and I
Love Zeke.
I think that you guys are gonna miss Frederick more than you realize.
Oh, I agree
already
with
know
that.
No, I already know our offensive line is shitty. You
It's
talking?
old
I'm a
now.
I'm
You
a
guys-
Cowboys fan, and you talking facts. I already know that. Leal Collins, right tackle, was hurt. I don't know. He was out of shape.
I'm actually real high on Lyle Collins. I thought he should have been a
Yeah.
top 5 pick.
Another one the Dolphins let get away, by the way.
Yeah, no, because he had a body floating around. Supposed to have a body
Let
floating
me
around.
say this about Dallas's offensive line. It's old now. They never accomplished what they should have with that great offensive line between 2014 and right now.
I agree.
That wasn't their fault though. I mean, Dez Bryant made the catch.
Made the catch.
Let's just keep it real. That was a
No.
catch. And
Do
if
I
they would have
think
made the catch, I think they would have won that Super Bowl. And I'm not
Do-
even a Cowboy fan.
Do I think that Des Bryant was all world? Yes, I do. I picked him every year in my fantasy league. I picked Des Bryant, bro. He got hurt, and it's a shame because I love that boy. I love that boy from the day that idiot GM of ours in Miami back then said, your mother a prostitute?" In
He
the
should have
interview,
fired on
bro.
his bitch ass.
Yeah, they fired him.
No, I said they should have fired. He should have fired on him.
He was young. He wanted to play in the league. Back then, they didn't think he was a first round pick, bro. And
I mean, hey, I love Dez Bryant to death. I mean, especially when he did what he did to Roy Williams, I had immense respect for that brother. But what I didn't like about Dez Bryant was that he never improved on his game. He doesn't have a full route tree.
you're right. You're right. And he kept ashing Prescott, bro. It's amazing how better Dak has been since he's been gone. Just saying.
I'm not high on Dak, man. I would have took them 2 first rounders.
Yeah. I think that was going to end up doing that. But then again, this quarterback draft is phenomenal coming up this year, bro. And the kid from North Dakota State may be the best of all of them.
I like that kid too. I think that kid is gonna do. It's a really strong court, and it's good we have a strong draft from quarterback because it's been actually weak the past few years. Since the
this 18 one is looking like a disaster other than Lamar.
Look, man, I'm not look. Y'all probably gonna kill me in the comments, but I'm not as high on Lamar as everybody else is. I'm more high on Greg Roman and what he's doing with Lamar. Because if you look at Greg Roman, when Cap was the shit, it was because he had Greg Roman.
And so was Tyrod Taylor. I mean, that may sound comical for some of you, but when Tyrod was in Buffalo, they did produce.
And I think that without Greg Roman, because really what it is, the only reason why, in my opinion, why Lamar Jackson is having the success that he has is because Greg Roman has committed to him 100%. I don't see Lamar Jackson as I never saw him as a first round quarterback. He's a terrible thrower of the football. His mechanics are fucked up. He's not accurate. And if you can't expect any ball he throws over 15 yards is a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, you're right.
And
you're right.
And I don't see him sustaining the workload that he's doing for a long period of time, especially at his size.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not even going to argue that.
I mean, I'm happy for his success, and I'm glad he won the MVP. Anytime a brother wins the MVP, I'm completely happy for him.
Yeah, that's what made last night so special with Newton against Russell Wilson. Both of them played their asses off. It was a hell of a game last night. Came down to the last play.
But I can't put Lamar Jackson in the top 5, or really, I can't even. He might be at the tail end of the top 10 to me.
Okay. Do you think the experts rated same topic? Do you think the experts put this guy too high?
Who?
Cam Newton.
At this point in his career, yes.
Okay.
Cam Newton, when he had the big arm before the shoulder injury, I was higher on him.
Yeah.
But I don't like that you have to get 6'6" receivers just to be able to catch a high ball, because Cam Newton's accuracy has always been the problem. And I don't see why you never got a quarterback coach that could have coached him harder. To be honest with you, Cam is sensitive. And I think
Belichick
they would have.
and Josh McDaniels is doing it right now. Look at his throwing motion, how nice it looks now, how fluid it looks. And it helps him because he's 6'5".
Now I like Josh McDaniels. If you look at what he did with Tebow, that's nothing short of a miracle.
Damn right. Yeah, playoff win with that guy? Mr. Ball Game, what's up, my friend?
Ball
Game.
What he did with
what's up,
what he
bro?
did with it.
Yeah, man.
No, go ahead, Dusty.
No, I already said. I just said what he did with Tebow was a miracle. Actually,
Hell
winning a
yes.
playoff game.
I agree with you. And they won, and he beat the Steelers. Shit. Ball Game.
Yeah, man.
Did you hear our boy this morning?
No, man. I don't. I can't. I have to start my mornings off a little different, bro. So I can't.
No, I didn't listen to his show. I listened to the replay like about 2 hours ago. I was laughing my ass off, bro.
Oh,
I was laughing my ass off, bro. I love him. I'm gonna try and get him up here probably Thursday. I love him, bro. But God Damn. Are you 7 and 8s? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we ain't got no 7s and 8s, bro.
Oh man. Are
See,
you
that's
kidding
the,
me?
that's the thing, though, man. I think people unrealistically looked at the fact that we brought these guys in and just think that, like, as soon as you bring them in, they gonna automatically jail. And football ain't like that, man. Like,
The Dolphins count.
I'm not saying you, Dustin, but listen, the vast majority, I would say at least 85% of the fan base thought that when we brought those guys in and brought, and how we did in the draft, that voila, it was going to be this magical change. And that's just not how football works.
You a Raider?
Especially,
No, he's
You a
Dolphins.
Raider?
no, I'm a Dolphin fan.
Okay.
He's with me. We got 2 Dolphins, a Raider, and a Cowboy here right now. Up
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
And I've been preaching for better half of a year now, to the fan base on TD's platform, on EM and Reason's platform. We've never done this. The Dolphins have never actually done a full top to bottom rebuild. So it's going to take time. And what we've done is a really good job over the years in some spurts of patch jobs. But even those patch jobs never got us over 12 wins. You feel me? We always stayed right at 9-7, 10-6.
Yeah.
11-5,
7 and 9,
1-10.
6 and 10.
Yeah, 7 and 9, all that type of stuff. So what we're in the middle of right now is uncharted waters. And the newer Dolphin fans, the ones I say in the last 2 decades,
The millennials,
they only
yeah.
know about the dominance of the Pats. You feel me?
Yeah, and the buffoonery of our front office.
And the buffoonery, yes, of the front office for sure.
Yeah,
So
I mean, my God, to hear him sob today, I just said, bro, if you don't beat Jacksonville, it's a wrap, bro.
Y'all ain't beating Jacksonville. I'm sorry.
I think as long as you guys run quarterback contain 60 to 65% of your defense, and mix it up with a quarterback contain with a little in here and there, I really think you guys can keep Minshew in the pocket. And the key to beating Minshew is keeping him in the pocket because he will not beat you with his arm.
He'll beat you with his legs and his rollout.
But the receivers gotta learn how to catch the ball, man.
They're not good at running back. They're not good at receiver.
Preston Williams disappointed me yesterday. He got the open touchdown pass.
Hold on. Why would Preston Williams disappoint you when Preston Williams ain't even 100% healthy? And in all fashion, hold on, he's not.
I understand that, but when you wide open and a touchdown, that's what changed the game. And fourth down, he was open.
He shouldn't even been put in that position. You take the point.
This is why I think y'all need to play Tua, man, because if you guys play Tua with the weapons you guys got at running back, you guys could really have the beginnings of look, okay, if you guys play Tua and let's say you figure out a way to trade for somebody like an Allen Robinson or something like that, you guys
So you finna bring in Allen Robinson, who's even slower than the guys that we got?
Man,
all those guys are statues, bro.
Tua.
Those guys are statues out there to split in position. The problem is that we have guys on the roster that need the offensive coordinator to be more ingenious in how he's deploying them and put some motion in.
Yeah, you guys do need to run more motion.
That's what helps you get receivers who can't get themselves open. And he's not doing any of that. That's the problem. And yesterday, I don't know about you, but if a team stops you on 3 down, just kick your field goal, put your defense back out there, and take your chances there. But don't leave.
The 3 times on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Come on, man.
Don't
leave points out there.
And the 4th, and Preston Williams was open on the 4th down one, and he drops it. That's just, you still got to make the play. As soon as you get on the field, you are a player now. You have to make that play. It doesn't matter. He's still supposed to make that play.
Hey, Dusty.
What's up, big dog?
Here's my question. They lose this week, bro. Let's start covering college football for the draft, because they ain't beating Seattle next week. I don't give a damn what Big Dog says.
Man, I don't think you guys should be so down in the doldrums about your Dolphins, man. Like,
right, that's what I'm saying, Dusty.
I'm not.
You shouldn't be so down. Like, I'm an outsider looking in. Like, I'm super high on Flores. And I'm also super high on what you guys did for the last 2 drafts. I think that You just need to build on what you have, allow these
Right.
rookies to make their mistakes and do their thing. I actually
That's
think
it.
like some of the players that you guys took a flyer on, like Eric Flowers, I think Flowers is going to do really good at guard compared to
Hey,
tackle.
right now, the
Right.
offensive line is the best part of the team right now.
And I like their tight end too. Jaceki, he good.
Yeah, had a monster
he
game
good.
yesterday.
He good.
You guys need to start using Breida more. You need to split Breida out. You need to really use him something like a Marshall Faulk.
Right.
Right, Jefferson.
He's not good
Okay,
at pass
y'all.
protection, so you got to split him out.
Yeah, he's a Dolphin fan. Go ahead,
Dude.
Jefferson. You got 3 Dolphins.
Here's
up
the
there.
problem with trying to make picks. During this damn COVID season, we don't even know all the players that's on the team who
Facts.
made transitions, everything else. So we're trying to bet off what we knew the last time they updated. Like
Facts.
Tampa Bay decided that everybody who just filled in a spot made Tom Brady look good, and every starter still had the T-Rex arms, but they won. And then Leonard Fournette, that bastard can run through holes. And remember, I
Boy,
said
did he have a game
you
yesterday.
can't put your basis on a guy that can't run. And you know what? I'm gonna shut the hell up because you know what? Tom Brady inspires people because he's Tom Brady. And you
That's
know
true.
what? I'm gonna quit going against Tom Brady like I went against Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. You know, I'm not even going to, after Joe, I'm done because this is a long ass list of where I was right. Okay?
Hey,
So,
Dusty.
I
What's
said
up?
that. Now, said that. Now, besides Carolina and Miami, because I'm fans, and, you know, I can't vote, but I was correct about that 3-point win. And 90% of the games between Miami and Buffalo is a 3-point game, unless it's a blowout.
I'm going to leave that
And
alone.
damn it, but I mean, I'm gonna give credit to the Cowboys. I'm gonna give credit to the Cowboys. I told you they were gonna
That was a hell
win,
of a win yesterday.
and damn it, that was some magical shit right there. There was some Dallas Cowboy
good.
magic there.
Church, I'm going to go
That's
to you in a couple of seconds. I'm going to go to you. We're going to talk about Dallas, but I'm going to go to Dusty because Dusty got to get ready to go work. You going to join me watching college football games and start slowly writing some players down, bro? Because my season's over come next Sunday.
I think there's a lot of good players coming out this year. I think this is going to be a really strong draft for quarterback and
Hell
really for
yeah.
receiver
Mhm.
and really for quarterback, receiver, and defensive end. I know last year was the year of the offensive lineman. This year, you're receiver, defensive end, and quarterback.
Let me ask you this. What draft guide do you read?
What draft guy do? I don't really read any draft guys. I just watch my own film.
Oh, okay. You're a student of the game. All right. Yeah. Yo, you're going to rock with me draft day, the draft weekend, bro. We'll go over every goddamn pick live. How's that? You can bring your lady up.
I don't like Mel Kiper. I like some of Todd McShay, but I think Todd McShay is really hit and miss.
My guy is the guys on NFL Network.
They good.
I mean,
They good.
like to me, Bucky is mostly wrong. MJD is mostly wrong.
I don't care about MJD. He's a player. I'm talking about what your guy Mike Bayer. I mean, you know, Mike Mayock when he was there doing it.
If I had to pick one, it'd be Mayock. I mean, and I'm glad that he's on our team because I believe that if Gruden was making the decisions, they'd be terrible decisions.
Of course. I
to
mean,
back
that's
up
why.
that point, Dusty, because the best guys are the guys that wanted to play and they just ain't make it, instead of the players that did and they only had 2 or 3 years. And you know, ESPN, Sports South, or whoever, because you played in the NFL, you're an expert.
Hey,
Shit.
Dusty, what do you think about tonight, bro? Your Raiders against the Saints. What you think?
24-14. Darren Waller gonna have 10 catches for $140, 2 touchdowns. I think Jacobs will run for about 80, 90 yards, maybe. I think that Hunter Renfrow is the guy that's going to be the difference maker because they're weak in the slot. They're weak at safety. So I look for Waller and Renfrow to have really strong games. I think that Henry Ruggs is just going to be playing decoy. And And I also look to Derek Carr to kind of get outside of the pocket because the Saints aren't very athletic on the defensive line.
So you got you 24-14.
24-14, I think. And the only reason I'm saying is because Mike Thomas is out, and so is Davenport.
Hey, what's your work time tomorrow?
I work at 2:30 from Sunday to Thursday.
Oh, damn. So you won't be up till late at night?
Well, I usually stay up pretty late, so if you around here late, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow 7 to 12, but
If
I'll
you
be
don't
on.
even get it, make a little video and email him. You got his email. Make a little video, email him, and he can share your report and your opinions while you might not be able to be part of the group.
Jefferson, I
think
appreciate
that'd be a
that.
great
I will
idea.
do that with him. So, yo, bro, when you get off work, oh, he left. Damn, I was gonna say goodbye to him. Church, go ahead about your Cowboys. Great win yesterday. Go ahead.
That's that leadership of that quarterback. Nobody don't understand.
That wasn't leadership. That wasn't leadership. That was Atlanta fluke, like I called it. Atlanta will fluke it up like they always do.
We helped them. There's no excuses. Atlanta messed it up, but we gave them the game in the first quarter.
Sir,
we fumbled. We fumbled three. We fumbled 3 times.
Couldn't walk on water to get 20 points.
Listen. We fumbled. Listen. We fumbled 3 times, and we went for it twice on 4th down.
Okay,
and fell.
And
you ain't thinking God. You ain't thinking God. You think it is that. You ain't thinking God with 3 fumbles and you win. Come on, bro.
I understand where he's coming from.
I know you might be an athist, but damn it, do a little cross real quick and say Cowboys. And
Jefferson, I understand where he's coming from. He's rocking and riding with his quarterback. Unless you're me, who can't stand my quarterback.
Look.
I don't rock with quarterback.
But you gotta understand.
I understand him a fan team and he won. I'm not going to take it away from him. Hell, Miami lost by 3 points, and I said no one's going to win this game by 3.
We'll get to that.
I'm not taking his blessing.
Jefferson, we'll get to the Dolphins. We'll get to the Dolphins in like 2 minutes. I want to finish up with Dusty because Dusty got to get out of here.
I got about 15 minutes with y'all.
Okay. Hey, Dusty, let me say this with you, bro. Again, you know how I appreciate you here, bro. Because you don't have to be here if you don't want to. But I'm glad you're here, bro. And I'm always going to appreciate you and your lady being around, bro. I appreciate both of you, bro.
Appreciate
I mean
that,
that.
Man.
I really appreciate you guys, man. I do. Ball game, get in here.
Both of y'all have been a blessing to all of us.
Yes.
And damn it, you hit the good woman, and a good woman picked you, which means you're good, man. And I ain't got a problem with 2 good people being good to each other, and you're good to everybody else outside your house. Go ahead, be what you is, and represent.
Ball game. Sean Jones said in the chat room, he's from TD's room. He said that he's a big fan of yours. Ball game. Ball game.
I don't see why the Dolphins ain't looking to trade for a left tackle. I don't see why you guys ain't looking to trade for a receiver.
All right, here we go. Well, they got the South Beach.
Well, they
What they need to trade? What they need a left tackle for when they got Austin Jackson out there doing it?
Yeah, and ball game.
Not a left tackle. He ain't ready though. He ain't ready.
He been ready this past 2 games.
A right tackle. Y'all need a right tackle.
We need a right tackle. We don't need a left tackle. We got a left tackle.
No, what I would do, all game, what I would do, and Jefferson, I would draft the kid from Oregon next year, put him in the left, and put Jackson in the right. And Sean Jones said to tell you, ball game, he's a big fan of yours. He's always in TD's chat room, and he told me to tell you that he loves you.
That's what's up, man. Tell him I appreciate all the love, brother.
Look,
unless they draft Marino's rebirth, Clayton's rebirth, and Duper's rebirth, and then get the 75 perfect team from the Dolphins, them niggas ain't gonna win for the next 10 years. And I'm a Dolphins fan. And I'm an Oakland fan, but they Las Vegas now. But I'm still a Raider, and damn it, you be back in Oakland soon enough. I'm good.
No matter what quarterback you draft, you still need an offensive line to protect that quarterback.
I don't see why you guys try to go get somebody like a Corey Davis.
The kid from Tennessee.
No. Yes, he is. He inconsistent.
No, boy, he had a hell of a game with Tannehill yesterday.
He's actually a really good player, but who the fuck do they got throwing to him?
There you go.
Mariota, garbage.
There you go. Tannehill had a good day yesterday, but they still barely won.
Look.
It ain't
Only
Corey
thing
Davis
I can
fault
say
that he
is
Big time, get up here.
Corey Davis is a dog. Like
He a
real talk.
dog. It ain't his
we're gonna
fault
have
that he
a
wasn't
Dolphin panel
successful.
today.
They didn't set him up for success.
We're gonna have a
Yeah,
Dolphin
well, I mean
panel today.
that's a case in a lot of situations. I think the biggest thing right now is that the Dolphins they playing and they brought in 3 rookies in this last draft, and 2 of the 3 are actually starting. So I imagine you're probably gonna wind up seeing the 3rd one come along here shortly, which is Robert Hunt. So they really don't need more offensive linemen. You can go get a Sewell, you know what I mean, which is going to enhance you that much better. But if Robert Hunt does what he's supposed to do, they'll have their right tackle and left tackle off from this last draft.
I would
And
say
to
it's
be
Miami.
honest with you,
I would
you
say
know what
it's
Miami
Miami.
Dolphins' problem is? Go ahead, finish your point, and then I'll follow you.
Okay, Miami next 4 games ain't facing a pass rush. That's good for their offensive line. They're gonna have a break. Continue, Lil Sean. All right,
Miami's problem is Tannehill. Let me ask you something. When has Miami ever drafted anybody worth a shit?
No,
Tannehill wasn't the problem.
Okay.
I said,
They drafted the same.
Tannehill was a draft pick they had and they used so they didn't lose his spot and they lucked the fuck out.
Sean Jones, come up if you want to, bro.
And he better than Fitzpatrick. I'm just saying. The thing is, Miami has always been an offensive passive team. It's Marino, pass. Marino had some protection because a nigga went worse than Kozar. Marino was slower than Kozar. Okay? Do you realize? I'm saying, look at Kozar's QB 40-yard dash and then check Marino. Kozar is the legend. So is Marino. And you know what they're looking for? A Marino that they won't put an offensive line to give him 5 seconds to throw.
Good,
I mean, I don't know.
Listen.
I don't know.
Spend like $30 million, fuck up their whole damn budget of your team. You spend like 50 to something $million on one player.
Thank you for coming.
You could have spent that on some half-ass decent, like AA, could block, and you could win some games and make a playoff.
Oh,
But they don't do that.
I was saying, I think if you guys actually keep your draft picks instead of trying to trade up for somebody sexy, I think you guys will actually be able to address. I think you guys will be able to address all the needs that you need because there's you have the Big Ten receiver boy coming out. You got the defensive end from it's like 4 defensive ends that's gonna be in the top 10.
And one more thing that's very important, and I said this forever. They have to draft the best running back in this draft or the second best, but they slipped to do this past year, and they have to draft the best receiver in the draft. Facts. Go ahead,
You know what the problem is?
LaShawn, let Dusty go.
Everybody want to forget.
LaShawn ain't let nobody.
40% of the team is owned by Hollywood celebrities.
Okay, hold that point. Hold that point.
You ain't gonna build a bling bling with a team like that.
Jefferson, hold that point. Go ahead, Dusty. Finish it out because you gotta go to work.
Sorry, Dusty.
I actually like what you guys have in Breida. I think Breida has the potential to make the Pro Bowl if you guys can utilize him correctly, kind of like how the Saints use Kamara. He's a really good pass catcher. He's not that good in pass protection, but that's why I say you guys need to split him out. I think you get a big running back, somebody that can kind of soften up the defense so that he can kind of do his thing.
I agree.
You know who I
agree
wish?
with that point.
You know who I wish they would get back into the NFL?
Who?
The coach I'm thinking is Arizona State. More black guy, light skin and everything. That he was coach of Indianapolis. He was coach of such and such, and then he went to college, and they're kicking ass in college. You talking about Herman Moore? Or not Herman Moore? Herman Wood. They lost me, but you got him. That's the dude. They need to let go ahead, pick for the next 3 years, and we getting the Super Bowl in one.
Hey, Dusty, finish it out, bro.
He's gonna grab everybody. He's gonna trade every draft pick and just run the 6th round. He's gonna do it.
Hold your point.
You guys' problem isn't the coaching. You guys' problem was Tannenbaum. Let's just keep it a buck. He fucked up the Jets by picking Sanchez and a bunch of other fucked up picks he did, and he fucked you guys up.
Yes, he did. Especially with Lamar Jackson. Especially with Lamar Jackson.
Dallas has. It's the same problem Miami has. The owner. But Miami has so many owners, everybody got an opinion, and we never going to be the Cowboys.
Some people don't have no, that ain't true. They don't have no say so in who they pick in the draft.
Right. It's the coach. Hold on.
That's the issue right there. You're trying to relate one franchise to another, and the Dolphins, they got people that are part owners, but they don't have nothing to do with the day-to-day operation. They're there to pull in.
I ask you, are you sure about they don't have?
I will.
Are you sure about they don't have?
And number two, and it's not the owner fault. It's not the owner fault on the Cowboys either. It's the head coach. That's why we went to 10 years of misery. Because he let him get on his own team.
Picking the wrong head coach.
I don't favorite fellas. We will move forward with this. Let Dusty finish his point because he gotta leave now.
Now I don't think that Garrett was. I don't think Garrett is a bad coach. I just don't think he didn't have free reign to do what he wanted to do.
Hey, Dusty, I'm a Cowboys fan. I read Cowboys. I'm all in the Cowboys. Garrett had everything to do. First of all, he snaked Wade Phillips for his job.
He can't even make his own depth chart because he played
Listen, I follow the Cowboys. I know people personally over there. Garrett had all the right to say anything he wanted.
Man, Garrett can't even bench nobody without permission.
That's true.
Because no. Because a wide receiver coach bench Amari Cooper against the Eagles. So
by the way,
if you watch, who runs the Cowboys, the owner or the coach? Because the owner keeps firing coaches. Jerry Jones firing coaches though.
Listen, because
Jerry had a job for 10 years.
Jerry Jones is letting his son take over. So Jerry Jones don't really got nothing to do with the Cowboys doing stuff.
Yeah,
that's better than Mike McCarthy. McCarthy's garbage.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, Dusty. Finish it off for you, bro.
No, I was just saying Garrett is better than McCarthy. McCarthy is garbage.
Garrett never won nothing. Let's stop that. At least McCarthy won the Super Bowl. Garrett ain't win nothing.
And he's struggling with the Giants right now.
Yeah, with Aaron Rodgers.
When you got one of the best receivers in the game.
When he won it, was McGarrett a head coach when he won the Super Bowl? Was he assistant coach and he happened to get a ring on his finger? I don't know.
Let nobody be talking this shit. This is the thing. This is the thing about the Cowboy fans. They give Tony Romo a hard time when Dez made the catch. They say, oh, they didn't win a ring, but Dez made the catch. If you didn't have people on top ordering shit down, Cowboys would have won that Super Bowl in 2016. And then when nobody have shit to say about Garrett, when nobody have shit to say about Romo.
You must don't be in the locker room with the Cowboys. We hated Garrett for the longest. We've been wanting to get rid of Garrett.
That's
Garrett,
true.
Garrett, as soon as he
won
started,
that
we wanted to
Super
get
Bowl
rid of him.
though with that catch, and they said it didn't count. And
And it wasn't a Super Bowl. It was the NFC Walk.
It was a catch.
It was the second round, by the way, at Green Bay, because Seattle and
Right.
Green Bay that year played for the
It was the
championship.
NFC
Right.
Championship. If they would have won that game, they would have went to the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know if they would
Right.
beat
No,
Seattle,
it's-
though.
We had to play
If they would
Seattle
have called
again.
it a catch, they would have went to the Super Bowl.
They
No,
would've
we had
beat
to play Seattle.
bro.
We had to play Seattle. And we would
They
have
would've
beat. We would have
played-
beat.
they would've played in the
We would have beat
championship.
Seattle. We would have beat Seattle because we already
You really
beat them
believe
earlier
that,
that year.
You really
Yeah,
believe
man.
you would beat the Legion of Boom?
We always
They
beat them in
would
the
have beat the Legion
playoffs.
of Boom. Yes.
We beat them in the playoffs. We don't have problems with Seattle. We have problems with Green Bay.
We're gonna
It's
find
always
out.
some mystical
By the
stuff.
way,
It ain't
Church,
even Green Bay. Y'all have a
Church.
problem with Aaron Rodgers.
Church, you want to
Right,
put something on it?
right.
They're playing Sunday in Seattle. You want to play something? Put something on it. That's the game
What's that?
Sunday at Seattle. You
I
want to put
bet,
something on it?
I bet 50 on it.
We'll talk
Uh-oh.
about it.
That's aggressive
Y'all
betting right there, y'all.
It's the beginning of the week, bro. We'll talk about it, Church.
Seattle.
I got to clock it to the plantation, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yo, I love
And
you,
we
bro.
appreciate you
Hey,
showing up.
hey,
yo.
tomorrow's 7 to midnight. I may go 1 o'clock in the morning my time, which is 4 to oh, he left. I want to say goodbye to him. All right, let's open this up. It's Dolphin time. Okay, ball game.
Yes, sir.
First 2 games. Were you impressed with the offensive line?
Yes, very much so. A lot more than I anticipated, especially if you factor in that we got 2 rookies starting up there.
Jefferson, was you impressed with the offensive line?
Shit, Fitzpatrick can run for 10 yards. I'm impressed.
And I heard he hasn't really been touched.
Yeah.
Nope, he hasn't.
Let me go this way. Big time, get up there. We're doing Dolphins now. The running game. Did you like what you saw between Breida and the kid from the
Miles
Raiders?
Gaskin.
Yeah. Was you impressed?
I'm good with what I'm seeing from Gaskins. I'm not high on their utilization of Breida yet, but those guys are similar in the style of backs that they are, so they fit. Our offensive line is not built to be up there providing 2.5, 3 yard gaps for big backs, and that's why Jordan Howard is struggling right now because he don't have no run lanes.
Our offensive line is built to pass protect. Jefferson?
Yeah. So
Jefferson? Okay, he's off.
My problem with it is that Dolphins. This is how much of Dolphins fan I am. I know when it's going to be the 90%. Someone won by 3 points. I called that, and if you didn't win by 3 points, you lost.
They gotta win.
One game.
They gotta win Thursday night, fellas.
Now, here's the great thing. You can root for your team because they squeaked out a win. But did you squeak out a win while they squeaked out one? Or are you losing? And if that's the problem I got, because I went fan favorite. Like, I said Carolina and Miami. And I got Tom Brady hate, so I went against Tampa Bay, and then that nigga did like 3 minutes worth of what the fuck is this team doing? And y'all niggas look like you reaching a little bit further. You got kangaroo arms and not T-Rex. I'm saying it was just like I'm cussing everybody out. I'm mad. But
And by the way, big time ball game. Jefferson, anybody else is a Dolphin fan, be here 4 o'clock on Thursday. I am doing exclusive pregame coverage, and the only thing I'm talking about is Dolphins Jaguars. Okay?
Well, can I be there too?
Of course, Ty. You're always invited, bro.
That's my problem. I reach for the underdogs, and you know what I do? I usually win. A little bit of faith in it. Stuff
Well, I told that girl.
shouldn't put faith in, and you know what? But I'm a fan, and you ain't gonna tell me I can't support my team.
Of
That's
course you
Dallas
can.
fan.
I don't tell you not
understand what the
to.
Dallas boys doing, but hell,
Hey,
my
Jefferson, you
team
can support
is
the Dolphins
built
here,
like
nigga.
the
This is a
Dallas
Dolphin platform, boy. This is a
Right, this is the
Dolphin
Dolphins
platform.
platform.
Nigga, you can support the
Oh,
team here,
dude,
bro.
dude. I really don't want to have a conversation about who the hell we could have drafted.
You can do that right now. Who did you want? Who did you want? You can do that right now.
Why does my question is why does any of that even matter down at this point? Those are not the guys we got. We only gonna be able to go to war with the one that's in camp with us now.
We not Jacksonville, damn it. We Miami.
I understand where he's ball game. I know where he's coming from, man. You should feel the same way.
You can go back and forth forever and a day. You can go forever and a day about woulda, couldas, and shouldas. At this point right now,
Ball game, right.
I don't
He's
care
right.
how long
I'm
you've
just
been.
asking, can we root for a Florida team that can win? Can we?
Miami
won it.
Miami's going too, bro.
Can we root for a team and they win? And they
Well,
just keep
or
Jacksonville winning.
I'll tell you one
Yeah,
thing,
both of them teams winning. The
I'll
Dolphins,
tell you
listen,
one thing. That
the
shit
Dolphins in a
looks
bad
real
state
good.
right now. So wanting them to win is like going out and basically thinking that just because you pull out your wallet or you take some money out and you buy them lottery tickets or you buy some tickets at the store, all them bitches gonna hit. That's not a possibility. You got issues right now. They got a whole bunch of shit they gotta figure out. You gotta be realistic about this, and that's the problem that I have with a lot of Dolphins
I'm being
fans.
realistic. I was the first fan of the NFL team that was first in Florida.
How can you say that?
Jacksonville, with they can't get your ass in the stadium and the parking stuff is a better team. And I'm just saying, damn it, I remember Marino, Super, and Clayton, and damn it, we might be the reason Buffalo didn't make the playoffs.
I remember that too.
Super Bowl.
I've been a team. Listen, I've been a team of the Miami Dolphins. I've been a fan of the Miami Dolphins for 36 years. 36. Yeah. So you ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know. But I know without a shadow, without those 36 years, we've never done what we're doing right now. Ever.
Dude.
A top to bottom scraping of the roster, we've never done
Super Bowl. Remember, Miami went perfect in the Super Bowl. I was born that year.
I was 72,
born
bro.
The year.
I was born in 72.
Remember,
what I got to do with anything
you know what I'm talking about.
We got all week, man. I don't want to go today. Because you're trying to convince me.
They went perfect, and then the day after I was born, they was shit. And I'm
what did the history lesson got to do with this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What does any of that have to do with where we are right now, though?
Right.
I was born March 14th, 1972.
Yes.
Right?
Where's
that don't have anything to do with the fact that right now the Dolphins are embarking on a journey that we've never done before.
Last time they won a Super Bowl, we may have been born.
My team been out the Super Bowl for 25 years.
What does any of this have? What's the relevance of that, though?
None. There is none.
It's my team I'm rooting for. That's the relevance, man.
So we know you're a fan.
So if you're rooting for the team, let's hold on.
The same thing you doing.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. There's two types of fans. There's those that are delusional and those that are realistic. Which side are you on?
For a Cowboys fan, it's the one.
Hold on.
Because we all crazy, we all delusional, and we all wishing for a Super Bowl. Because you know what? We fans, and that's what we do.
But we don't live in the past. We gotta get out the past.
I'm crazy enough not to be.
Here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'll tell you. After 17 years of coaching experience, I know without a shadow of a doubt that what we're going through right now is going to take some time. So I'm not looking at it from the fans' perspective. I'm not looking at it from the fans' perspective. I'm looking at it from the realistic coaching aspects, they got a lot of shit to figure out.
Yes.
Bringing
But
in new
you
guys.
win a championship as a
Hey,
coach.
hey,
If
Mace.
you did better than the team you root for. And
Hey, Jefferson, you gotta stop living in the past, bro. Come on, knock it off with the past stuff.
Like, come on, man.
We talking about the future. We talking about tomorrow, not yesterday.
Dude, I'm living in 2020. They ain't making the playoffs, and they probably gonna lose a
I
record.
agree with you.
Yes, I'm living in the present.
That's what I just said, right? You either delusional or you real.
I don't think they're gonna
I
get
just
an
said
8.
you're either delusional or you're realistic.
Get 8.
But you bringing up, you bringing up Dan Marino. Like he's not the starting quarterback. We should be talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick or Tagovailoa or something.
Hey, so let me say this. Let me say this, and I'm done because I can't go back and forth with somebody that's not even.
Cowboys remember when they win Super Bowls, and their fans remembering and going hard every year.
We don't talk about them dusty ass rings. Cowboys fans don't talk about them dusty ass fans. No, we don't. We don't talk about them dusty ass wings. We don't talk about them
when they were there.
We don't talk about them dusty rings, bro.
The only team that got a perfect game, and damn it,
Guys.
I just want you to win the Super Bowl not being perfect.
No one cares about
that. Super Bowl not being perfect, but I'm wrong. While Cowboy fans can sit there be 3-13, and them niggas never question. But I just want a Super Bowl, and your ass ain't got to be perfect. But I'm a badass Miami fan. Come on, man. Really? Damn it.
How do you think they're going to go against Jacksonville?
Listen, here's my question to you, then, because if you're 100% about supporting the team through this process, then you would have at some point put some realism into this and understand that when you scrape the roster down the way they did, and then you bring in all these new cats, that shit takes time. So anybody out there thinking to themselves, hold on, let me finish. So anybody, I don't give a damn who it is. Okay, let me finish. Listen, when you go through this massive overhaul like they have, and then you bring in also on the coaching side of things, new people to gotta figure out these new guys that you brought in. There's nothing but chaos in that shit. So you gotta work through that. And without a preseason, and without guys 100% healthy, because hell, we walking out there as the walking wounded on both sides of the ball. Both starting wide receivers banged up. Both starting cornerbacks banged up. You got brand new linebackers that came from a similar system, but asked to do completely different new assignments. All this shit gonna look crazy. At least for the first
quarter. Yes, sir.
So, I tell everybody, chill the fuck out. It's a process anyway. A rebuild takes anywhere from 3 to 4 years.
Let me correct you on this one. If I'm gonna replace a bitch,
but you're not.
I done cleared out my whole team. I'll replace the bitch with another bitch, and that bitch still a bitch.
All right, Tess, what's up, bro?
Ain't that what Miami doing? While they putting out most of their damn salary cap to get one player. And don't even fill in the hole.
How they doing that?
Right. They got $100 million for salary cap. What are you talking about?
Right now, dude. What are you talking about?
Go ahead. Jefferson.
I can't talk football with somebody that don't know facts.
Guys, calm down. Jefferson.
Come on, man. Just talking.
Jefferson, you made your point, bro. Deshaun, you made your point. I test. Go ahead.
Bro, I'm a fan. And I'm just
fine.
Ain't nobody on the roster making that type of money.
That much money in one man.
Jefferson. Bro. Calm down, bro. We feel you, bro. Nigga, we feel you. Jefferson.
Real talk.
Yo.
Jefferson, chill.
Go ahead, bro.
Who the hell is he talking about getting this money?
Go ahead, I test.
That's who I'm talking about.
Point, I test. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, don't feed into it. Let it go.
Yeah, there you go. I test. Go ahead.
Let it go, bro.
Go ahead, I test.
Yeah, like y'all getting paid.
I know, man.
Dolphins,
Damage ensues. The one player that
hey,
spent one
hey, yo, ball game, bro.
I
Are we
expect-
better than we were?
Yeah, bro.
Are we better than we were last year?
I think so.
What gives you that impression?
Hell, the first two games last year, we gave up 113 points.
Big time, you next.
So
I'ma
what
go
I'm
get
asking you is,
Facts.
what I'm asking, I get that part, but what I'm asking you is, you spent money in draft picks this offseason, right?
Yes.
And how much better are you from that team that everyone called just a disgrace last year?
We won't know, man.
hell of
You
a
won't
lot
know that
better.
in the first.
Bro,
You won't
shut the
know
fuck
any of
up,
that in the
man.
first
Let me
2
talk
weeks of the
about that.
season, bro.
Damn, fool, I can't stand my.
Without a
know it
preseason,
because-
without a preseason, listen. Without a
Let me
preseason,
talk the ball game, bro.
can you? Hey, Mace, can you mute him,
Y'all
please?
two figure it out. Y'all argue it out. Go ahead. Y'all two.
Shut up.
Y'all two.
It's not
Go
an
ahead, do it.
argument. It's not an argument. We're talking real stuff here.
Exactly, bro. We asking these conjugal questions. We trying to
He's
figure
still
out what
talking
the
about
fuck.
that Dominican suit.
No, fuck all that. That shit gone. So now we talking about this team as it constructed right now. I asked ball game if the team is better than it was last year. He's telling me yes. Now I'm asking you, ball game. How are
Yeah.
you saying that?
I'm saying that because in hindsight to all the stuff that they've had to deal with over the course of this offseason, not really even having an offseason, OTAs, all this type of stuff. The first two games look exactly the way I predicted they would look, because without all that extra work and without guys actually being able to be physically next to each other, there's no continuity. But you got to think, we got two rookies on our starting offensive line. We brought in another guy who wasn't with us last year, and four of the five guys on the offensive line that are starting right now weren't even remotely even associated with each other before we brought them in. So if anybody knows football, the last thing to gel is usually the offensive line. But we got a blessing because they actually look pretty decent in the first 2 weeks. Secondly, the defense. We ain't starting out on our best. Xavier Howard delayed his surgery, which means that his rehab has been hampered, and at the same time, he ain't 100%. Preston Williams, also on the opposite side, came off of ACL. He ain't 100%. And now both starting wide receivers, both starting corners are banged up. So what do you get? You got a bunch of young guys who some of them learned some of the defense last year in the last 7 games of the season. Coming into now, Josh Boyer is the guy that's actually calling the defense. Hell, he learning it because he was the DB coach prior to being elevated to the defensive coordinator spot. So all of this shit that would have normally gotten worked out in a preseason and in normal OTA schedule is getting worked out right now in these first 4 games. But realistically, anybody that thought that the Dolphins were going to come out and win 10 or 11 games after the move they made ain't looking at it realistic anyway, because the real projection is you win 5. If you win 8, that's a good start, because then you got 8 coming into the next draft where you're loaded and potentially add the rest of the playmakers that you need. And then next year, after the draft, when the season starts, we should be targeting something like 11 wins, because then at that point, your core that you drafted and the guys that you brought in have gelled, and that they've actually had on-field time together to figure each other out. Everything that I've seen these last 2 weeks tells me that these guys are still trying to figure each other out. They're not comfortable with each other. And in a game situation, on football, any type of team sport, if you don't know what the fuck the guy doing next to you and you don't trust him, you're going to second guess a lot of shit. And I see a lot of second guessing from the linebacker core. I see a lot of that from the defensive line. Offensive line is jailed to a point now where they're pass protecting, but the run block ain't worth shit.
You know what I love about you right now? You a Dolphin fan, and that's why we Dolphin fans arguing about how our team should be better. But here's the great thing about it. Adominus Sue got signed. And listen to me, please. I gave you the whole floor, and you had it running, and I ain't interrupt nothing. But when you trade somebody and you gave a contract and gave the other team payment so they will trade with you so you can get rid of
how much you paying for, and you still got to pay $15 million on that contract. You signed him
Actually,
for
that's
3
not
years.
true.
Now,
That ain't even true, bro.
Actually, that's not true because the two teams split the bill.
Money came off the books last year.
It's NFL.
Right.
We don't
Hold
own
on.
a team.
LaShawn,
and that's the rules of the NFL.
The
Look it up.
Ndamukong Suh money came off the books last year, bro.
And two, when you trade a player, both teams split the bill. I'm just letting you know that.
Much. Hold up. Listen. You saying Ndamukong Suh came out the contract. So they say that
his money came off our salary cap last year.
I gave you the floor. So you mean to tell me you fucked up your team to stay for a man? You only going to keep him for a year and trade to another
Marco,
team.
get up here, bro.
Still got to pay half the contract.
Marco,
but
get up here, bro.
I'm wrong about.
Put the link. Get up here,
and
bro.
you saying?
I didn't even know you was in the room, bro.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Honestly.
There you go, Marco. I put the link. We'll talk about the Dodgers, bro.
Team that is trying to buy every piece.
Dodgers, bro.
They trying to buy a piece that they can afford, so you show up in the stands to pay for it while you don't win.
All right, fine.
Every other player they signed and got to pay the contract because the contract was signed by both parties.
I agree with you. I agree with you. All right, I agree with you.
That's the problem. I'm sorry.
Big time. Go ahead, deny that. Yo, Marco, get up here, bro. We'll talk about Dodgers. And peace to you, my brother. Thank you for coming. Go ahead, big time.
Tess, go ahead, man. You were talking earlier. Go ahead and finish out.
EM, you want to join us? Since you never acknowledge me when I go in, when I'm in TD's room, would you like to come up?
Hey, ball gang.
Come up.
Yeah, bro.
All right, yeah. So, like, back to what I was saying. So, I heard what you said earlier. It's more like about continuity.
EM, come on.
Them boys got a jail. I get that. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a coach, I'm a player. So we look at it from different angles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, let me go to the player. Kyle Van Noy getting ran over by Cam Newton got nothing to do with schematics and continuity. Mm-hmm. That goes to the level of player he is. Okay. And I used to tell people, like, remember, New England take other people's garbage and they bring them into their system. And for some reason, every time them boys get paid, they leave New England. Like, we could rattle them off. All kind of players that left New England and was never the player that they was at New England. Okay. So when I watched Miami overpaid, because I felt they overpaid Van Noy, Osborne, and Shaq Lawson, because all three of them were in contract seasons. And anyone who's followed the NFL knows that players ball the fuck out in their contract season. You usually never see that type of production again.
Okay, so I agree.
That's where I question Miami's use of their assets this off season and how they're going to use their assets moving forward. On top of, we still don't know what we have in Tua. And if we let this season go by, like if this is another throwaway season, and next year Tua starts and he gets hurt, and we missed out on a crop of Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, your team is set back another 10 years.
Facts.
That's my problem with the Dolphins.
What I want to address from what you said is two things in particular. We didn't bring Lawson, Van Noy, and Agba probably gonna stay around a little longer, but we didn't bring Van Noy and Lawson in to do anything else other than teach the young guys the proper technique on the field and have them be teachers, because Kyle Van Noy on the verge of turning 30. He ain't hanging around long term. And Lawson is definitely not going to be, because they got a Strobridge behind him ready to take the reins. They just got to figure it out and have these guys be able to understand what this defense is going to ask of them and teach it to the young guys. I'm not realistically, I looked at all those guys coming in as being guys to teach the younger guys the nuances of the defense. Nothing more, nothing less. And what we paid them was well beneath, I think, fair market. I mean, we paid them right at market value, or some of them actually underneath because Agba was hurt, so his value was diminished in terms of what he got. And Lawson and Van Noy, I'm okay with that because I'm not strapped to them for long-term deals. My thing is, in order to teach the guys that you're going to be using all this draft capital on, you got to have somebody that can actually do that on the field. There's only so much the coaches can do in practice, and we all realize that, right? But they're all still learning right now, bro. Like Kyle Van Noy ain't never played in the position he playing in right now. So from his vantage point of what you seeing on the field, it's all gonna look different to him because that's a new position. He's doing what Hightower used to do in New England. So it's different. And when you know, and people say you're supposed to be able to be more interchangeable, that shit don't happen in just 2 games. Because what they did in practice against our guys ain't shit compared to what they're gonna see in the nuances of a new offensive line and a new offense doing against them. So it's gonna take them a minute. And you have to look at that, right? All I'm saying, and then the Tua thing, I'm okay with him sitting.
Yeah, he said sit him the whole season. He did say that.
I'm okay with him sitting.
He did say that. I can vouch for that. He said that when he came up here on Friday.
Some people don't like it. Listen. And some people don't like it. But listen, because I realistically know that Miami was not, with all this stuff they're doing, we weren't looking to be deep in the playoffs anyway. Not after winning 5 games. You ain't going from 5 games to 12 games or in the next season. It's not going to happen.
Somebody was preaching that.
I don't know. Hey, well, either way, it wasn't me. But
I know it wasn't you, bro. I'm gonna get him up here. Hopefully Thursday.
At the same time, I understand your concerns. Yes, it bothers me to see Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert out there slinging it around, but their situation ain't our situation.
It could have been. That's the thing. We put ourselves in that position.
You know what?
We put ourselves in that position because all those players you just named, Justin Herbert, they were draftable. We could have drafted them, but for some reason, because remember, before this year, Justin Herbert, before last year, when Justin Herbert went back to school, people were fawning over Justin Herbert. They were like, "Oh, Justin Herbert is good. Justin Herbert is that." And then it took one off season for Justin Herbert to get thrown in the trash and the Joe Burrow to be elevated.
Well, that's the finicky nature of the business. But and to be honest, I was actually one of the people. Listen, I was a big Nate, I was a big Nate guy about Tua initially, but when I went back and spent 2.5, 3 weeks looking over all his film and looking over everything that he had done, I changed my mind about the kid. And I don't think, without a shadow of a doubt, that us doing with him what Kansas City did with Mahomes is a bad thing because Kansas City was already building towards, if you think about it with Alex Smith, they was already building towards being a prominent fixture in the playoffs. Miami ain't never been that close.
They were playoff teams with Alex Smith. Alex Smith was a Super Bowl quarterback, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though, right?
So, bro, he learned behind Alex Smith.
Hold on.
You got learning behind Fitzpatrick, yo. That's a big difference.
But he ain't learning. But see, that's the thing, though. I think the kid is smart enough not to take the bad habits that he see from Fitz and pull those into his game. Tua always been kind of like his own guy, bro. So that's why you draft a guy who, in the midst of all of this chaos we got going on around him and all these other puzzle pieces that have to fit together properly, he can hold his own, watch and see the mistakes that Fitz. Yes, the on-field experience is always going to be better. But I'm not prepared to go out here and throw that kid's career away or set us back that much when all we got to do is be patient and understand that, hell, we still got a whole draft cap. Like we got 2 first rounds and 2 second rounds next year, too, to get through.
Exactly.
Some kids got to get on the field somewhere. You feel me?
If he's not what you think he is this year, don't you think it's good that you find out this year? Because if you don't, now you got to wait a year and find out next year, and you're like,
it's 4 months. It's 4 months, bro. That's how long the season lasts. 4 months. That's it. That's 4 months. We waiting 4 months.
Right.
We've been waiting for fucking 20 something already.
Second weekend of September to the first weekend of January. Yeah, only 4
It's
months.
4
bro.
months.
That's it.
Dolphin fans act like we ain't been like we've been waiting. We've been waiting anyway. So what's the point of waiting one more season?
Right, I test.
So everything around this kid is just right.
I test him big time. Ahead,
so you predict. So based on what you're saying, next year everything around him gonna be just right. That's what you're saying, basically.
Yeah,
he's right. It should be. He's right. It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
All those fucking picks, it should be.
All right. If it should be right.
Yes.
How in one off season? Because remember, you could kind of couple it into 2 off season. It could have been this off season and next year to really put the team around him.
Okay.
This year, you're basically telling me that we drafted a bunch of teachers. We drafted Van Noy. We got a bunch of teachers to teach a bunch of young kids.
Yeah.
Now remember, the young kids we drafted this year are going to be in their second year next year, and next year we're bringing in some more rookies and some more free agents.
The next,
so they still got a gel.
The next 4 weeks,
all those pieces are going to come together around Tua.
I test
when they can't do nothing about it.
I test the next 4 weeks. I'm gonna let Ball Game rock in a second. I told this to Ball Game about half an hour ago. Next 4 weeks, they have no pass rush against that offensive line. So that offensive line is going to even get more stronger. The question is, against the Chargers and Rams in Arizona, how will they hold up? The next 4 games, because the Niner guys are out for the year, they're 2 pass rushers. They are not facing a pass rush, I test. So the offensive line should gel even better.
Right.
Your comment about that. Then Ball Game, you can take it from there.
My comment about the offensive line is your line is no better than it was last year, and you spent money on Eric Flowers. You got
a lot.
I get it, but my thing is it speaks to the level of confidence that they have, because you had a whole off season to get at least 2 pieces on that offensive line. And can you tell me 2 pieces that you feel comfortable moving forward with on that line?
Hey, listen, from what I have seen in the last 2 games, especially with 2 rookies up there up front, the only piece that I'm disappointed in right now, 2 pieces right now, and I think they're going to get changed before midseason, is Ted Karras, because I knew who he was when we brought him in.
Yeah.
And Davis, unfortunately. Davis is going to probably get shifted out to our swing guy, and Robert Hunt is going to take over that right tackle spot. So we're going to field a very young but very athletic offensive line. And I believe in that because I believe in that. And I'm going to tell you why I believe in that. Because what I've seen them do in the last 2 weeks is hold up against a really good Buffalo defensive front.
Okay.
And New England doesn't have a premier pass rusher, but even then, they're crafty. Those guys up front for New England are crafty enough to get movement and things of that nature, and those guys held up well against them as well. So I'm optimistic about what we did in O-line work.
I am too.
You know what I mean?
I've been impressed. Matter of fact, that's the best part of that damn team. Jefferson, get your ass back up here. Go ahead, I test, and then Pete.
As far as the O-line goes, I'm kind of skeptical about the O-line because I don't really follow O-line. I don't know Texas Harris. I just knew it was the New England system that made them look that good because that's all they do over there is hold. So when you really got to play football, you know they're not going to give you those plays when you come play for Miami. Just like with Van Noy. All the shit Van Noy used to torture Miami. He used to torture Miami, bro. He'll get sacks, fumbles, interceptions. Bro, he got ran over by Cam Newton yesterday.
It's a lot of people got ran over by Cam Newton.
Nah, but bro,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Y'all act like them dudes ain't 6'5", 235 pounds.
Big dude.
Nah.
They are abnormally sized quarterbacks, man, that are athletic as fuck. So y'all act like this. I mean, it'll be different.
Jefferson, get your ass
It'll be different.
Go ahead.
Ball game.
Hello?
Ball game went out, I guess. I hear you. I test, we hear you. I hear you.
I don't hear ball game.
Ball game, you lost your mic? Let me take a look.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now, crystal clear. Go ahead,
okay. These ain't some small quarterbacks. These ain't no Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Brees or even an immobile ass Tom Brady. Them dudes big. I done met Cam Newton in person. He every bit of 6'5.5", 240 some pounds.
But bro, ain't no quarterback running 16 times in a game. Like, come on.
Cam Newton is.
Bro, he would not do that against the 49ers. And remember, they gonna play. He ain't gonna do that.
But here's the problem. I test is the problem.
How much did he run last night against Seattle?
The best two linemen for San Francisco, Bosa and the kid in the middle, they both out for the year. Taylor.
Did you not watch the game last
Thomas.
night?
They're both out for the year.
Okay, how many times did he run on Seattle?
A lot.
I
saw that game last night from start to finish.
They had a chance to win the game last night, and
at
they put
the 1 yard
game
line,
in Cam
and they
hand.
stopped them. And let me tell you something.
They put the game in Cam hand on a QB keeper. So don't tell me that New England ain't gonna try to run Cam as much as possible.
Hell's yeah.
6'5.5", 200 and almost 40 pounds. You gonna run the shit out of that?
No, they ran him, but did they run him as much as they did against the Dolphins, yo?
No,
they did not, bro. They used him.
Right.
There was even one play on the goal line where Cam had just got the first down, and then when they thought he was gonna run it into the end zone again, he dropped back and threw the ball.
Bro, that's what you're supposed to do.
Cam got different ways of cooking you, bro. But at the same time, when a team like you know what's up with football. If it's something we doing and you can't stop it, and at the time the Dolphins couldn't stop Cam from running the ball.
Hold that point for a second.
They kept running the ball.
Hold that point. I'm gonna give it right back to you. I'm gonna give it right back to you. Deshaun Jefferson is a little upset because of the argument he had with you ball game. What he's trying to say is that we all love the team,
right?
And that everybody should respect everyone's opinions. Okay. And his mic is fucked up, so but he said that he love his Dolphins, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm not knocking that, bro. I'm just asking him why we still talking about a man that's gone. That money is off the books, bro.
Yeah, that money's long gone. Go ahead, Test. Pick up where you left off.
No, I get, dog. Like, hey, I'm like out of all of us gonna say we the number one Dolphin fan. Ain't no Dolphin fan bigger than them. And I could sit there and be like, well, I know I'm you know what I'm saying? Because I live in the city. I'm from Miami, bro. So y'all ain't gonna feel it like people like
you there, bro?
You know what I'm saying? When the Dolphins lose, it'd be like a cloud over the city.
Hell's yeah. So, I don't even
bro,
live there,
like when I be speaking about them boys, I'm speaking objectively because I've watched them fuck this up over the years. And
Hell's yeah.
I don't see a concise plan, bro. Like if you showed me some moves, like instead of getting these teachers, you got like somebody like Dave in County, or you got impact players to come in here. Now you setting the table for Tua next year. But bro, you got a bunch of C+, B+ players, and then you telling me
I don't know what happened to him. Come back, bro.
The hardest thing to do is convince somebody that has options to come to you when you haven't proven to them that they need to come to you. So it's hard. It's gonna be hard for the Dolphins to lure big over the top free agents here until we start winning. And the only way you do that is you got to grind through the mud. You got to grind through the process we're doing right now to get back to some semblance of a team that's respectable.
Before I go to Big Time and then Ty Church, LaShawn Jefferson said Ken got hit by 7, but you can't blame him. He loved to.
Cam Newton ran the ball 11 times last night for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I saw that last night, boy. Trust me, I was on the edge of my feet.
I run the shit out of him too.
Big Time, go ahead. Then Ty Church. Go ahead, Big Time.
Well, I don't want to piggyback off. I mean, I want to piggyback a little bit off the ball game and eye test. I mean, they definitely. I mean, I'm a fan for sure, but their history is a whole lot better and just understanding the game a lot better than me.
Well, one is a coach, and another one is a fanatical fan.
I agree with ball game in the point that I don't think our fan base is giving us enough time. We have so many young players, within the organization and the team that we need to give ourselves some time. If we don't give ourselves some time, what are you expecting? If you're thinking that we're going to get 12 wins, you're delusional. You're expecting the unexpected, and that's that's just ridiculous. Also, thinking about Tua coming in and doing, let's say doing better than Kyle Murray is. If you think that he's going to get 10 or 11
But
wins,
someone preached that though. Someone said, "quote that he's as good as Russell Wilson." Deshaun Jefferson, get up here, bro. Everybody's a fan up here, bro. Get up here.
That's time. That's something that we might be able to see in the future. But I'm hoping he gets the chance. I think
Tua gonna be everything we expect him to be and more. But
if he stays healthy,
I'm not ready to rush him into anything.
Yeah, you want to wait for him. You want to do like Carson Palmer, like this guy did the Carson Palmer.
But ball game, why, bro? Why don't you? Why are you scared? That's my thing with dog.
I'm not scared. I'm just being realistic. The proof
Why
for me,
Jefferson, get your ass up here.
Hey, they could have cut Alex Smith and let Mahomes start, but they didn't.
Because Alex Smith,
they gave everybody else in the scheme. Wide receivers, offensive line, running backs, everybody else time to acclimate themselves to the offense. And so when Mahomes showed up, all those guys made up for any of the mistakes that he made because they knew where they had to be and they knew where they needed to be. I want the same thing for Tua. I don't want him to have to go out there and then with two lead receivers who ain't fucking 100% and bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, why set the kid up like that?
I think
what I'm asking you, what you gonna do next year? By
the draft, get a Rondale Moore or go get a Bateman because we don't really know if fucking Preston Williams might make it the whole season. But go get a real dog.
So you're gonna rely
playing wide receiver not that hard, bro.
It's not, bro. So tell me.
No. I'm saying it's not hard. Listen.
Cause I play receiver, bro. And I'm telling you.
Hold on. That's not. You're missing my point. The transition for a wide receiver from college to NFL, if they came from a pro style offense, the route tree is the route tree is the route tree. That shit don't change. You learn that route tree in freaking 4th grade. That shit don't change.
It's true.
You're right.
It don't change.
It's the numbers, it's the terminology. But here's the thing: the quarterbacks usually they want you to run routes differently than you did in college.
Yeah, that's true.
Because one, the windows shrink faster.
That's true.
So you have to build a rapport with your quarterback. So I get you. It's an easier position to transition from college to the NFL, but it's still a position that you're gonna have to train. Like people just don't hit the field and become Jerry Rice. Like Randy Moss. It's only certain receivers that hit the league, and you were like, what the fuck? It took Antonio Brown 4 or 5 years for him to be turned into that. Julio was Julio day one. Calvin Johnson took 2 years to turn into Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
Bro, the receiver position, yes, it's an easier position to transition from, but it's still a nuanced position nonetheless.
Tell me what receiver we got on our team right now looks like Bateman from Minnesota.
Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki are good targets.
You saying good?
One is damaged good, and the other one got to show me some more.
Okay, so where are you gonna go get an excellent? Because that's what you sound like you want. You want excellent.
You get him in there. You draft. Listen, what do you draft? You draft potential, right? We draft potential, right?
Is Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb better than Devontae Parker?
Hell's yes.
Yes. You're saying yes. And they're rookie receivers that just got into the NFL, and you're saying that they're better than an NFL receiver who's been here for 4 years.
Well, I don't know. Really? I know CeeDee Lamb CeeDee Lamb caught 6 passes for $1 something yesterday and a touchdown.
How many targets did he have?
A monster, man. Devontae Parker's damaged goods.
He had 8 targets, right? And remember, he's not the number one option on his team, so he can get lost. Exactly, he can get lost in that offense. So of course,
but he didn't.
But here's the thing: if I'm doubling Cooper, if I'm a double Cooper and I'm gonna keep an eye on Gallup, it's easier for Lamb to eat on the number 3 corner because he's a number
So let
one.
me ask you this question then. If that's the scenario that we're gonna go with, then why ain't the rest of our wide receivers eating then?
Because Devontae Parker, he's supposed to be your number 1. Where's the number 2 and where's the number 3?
Exactly my point. So you go get him.
Preston Williams is
so you gotta go get him, right? We gotta go get him, right?
I understand, but don't tell me he don't have an option because Gesicki and Parker are viable options. Because you can't tell me Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee. Jerry Judy and CD
As
Lamb
long
are
as I'm
better
in here,
than
this is the
Gesicki and
Dolphin
Parker.
room. Don't you ever forget that, boy. Now,
They're not,
charge up your
bro.
phone, get back.
We make USAA insurance for veterans. Listen, Mike.
Church, you there?
As low expenses.
All right, let me address that. First of all, if you want my honest opinion, the Dolphins have no talent on this team, and to prove it otherwise. That's my opinion. That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna have to eat some shit because the way this offensive line is gelling, and with no pass rush, the next 4 games they're gonna gel and become even stronger by the time they play Bosa and my man Gordon in a couple of weeks, week 7. Okay. Third, do I think through the years they drafted poorly? Oh, hell yes. The entire 2013 draft is not even on this team, bro.
Exactly.
That's all you need to know about how pathetic our front office has been. Number 4, and this is the most important thing, and this is my opinion. You better draft the best receiver, the best running back in this fucking draft coming up. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear the other rooms, okay, praising they got some fucking 5th round motherfucking receiver from Mississippi Valley State. I don't want to hear that from them. Okay? I want the best receiver. I want the best running back in the draft on this team next year.
Well, you're gonna have some real deal decisions to make if Houston keep playing the way they playing, because shit, we might have 2 top 10 picks.
That's what I'm talking about. Byron Jones
in the first and the second round. Why you bullshitting?
You know what
and I'm
gonna
okay
do?
with that. I'm okay with Dolphins picking in the top 10.
Me and PD been saying this.
They gonna trade that shit away.
No, hell's fucking no.
Hell's no.
If I got the first off,
That's what the Dolphins do, yo.
No, I'm gonna tell you right
they ain't
now.
trading them picks,
If we are between 1 and 4, and they play Tua, let's say 10 games this year, and he flops, I'm taking Fields, and I'm taking the kid from Oregon State. I'll get my receiver and running back in round 2.
Bro, I'll take Jamar Chase before I take anything else. Yo.
And see a pass rusher?
Nah, the Bolitnikoff winner for LSU, the receiver.
Okay,
that's what had Joe Burrow looking crazy, bro. Joe Burrow had 2,000-yard receivers and the Bolitnikoff winner.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you follow the draft, you better be in this room that Thursday night, that Friday night, and that Saturday morning. I'm doing exclusive draft coverage those 3 days from the beginning, before the draft, and when the draft ends.
Hey, ball game. Let me ask you, yo. When you saw this draft, because I wasn't with y'all. When y'all saw this draft, out of all the draft analysis that y'all did, okay, all right. Tua,
I got this answer for you, but ask ball game. Then I'm gonna chime in. Go ahead.
Yeah, Tua, we couldn't do nothing about that. But then when you saw Igbenogany and Austin, yo, what were you thinking in your head?
Ball game. Before you go, can I take this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm being real with you. I had a lot of backlash from these Dolphin millennials, homers, who were dancing, who were celebrating about these motherfuckers. And this is my answer to this. When they had a chance to take Swift, Detroit picked them ahead of them. When they had a chance to take the kid from my man J.K. Dobbins, Baltimore took him 1 pick ahead. Here's my problem with Miami in this draft. And this is to you, he dropped out. All right. Oh, I-Test is still there. This is my problem, I-Test. In my opinion, I'm going to let ball game go after me. They had many chances to maneuver, to go up, to go down, to control this draft. And they just sat in their motherfucking hands. Typical Chris Crin didn't do shit. Go ahead, ball game.
I think the only pick that I actually was a little perplexed about was the Igbenogany pick. I understand why he made it, but I just didn't think. I thought we could, maybe we could have got that guy later down the line, because I knew we needed a safety. And as you saw yesterday, like true to form, we don't have an actual true safety on this team. So that's why I was against it. I can actually accept Austin Jackson because his upside and his potential to be a great player.
Yeah, I like him too.
Was there.
The only one I like.
But Robert Hunt, I know why they took him, because he has extremely high ceiling too. He just got to do some fundamental things. But aside from his love for the game, and I don't think nobody on the team love playing football more than him. So he's eventually gonna win himself into a job as well. The guy that I didn't see was Kinley, and he's been along with Jackson. They the two starting rookies right now on the O line. So the draft wasn't sexy, but it was necessary. They got necessary pieces to start the process of getting this O line right for Tua, and I can't argue that.
Well, right now, after 2 games, you might as well say after 6 games, because again, they're not facing a pass rush till they play Chargers.
They hit.
They're
They're
gonna look pretty damn good. They're gonna look pretty damn good.
Right now, those picks look amazing right now.
Yeah, go ahead, Pete.
Especially when Solomon Kinley was late round.
Yeah, Pete, what you think about that
So
draft?
we have, in your
The
opinion, we
draft?
have our 2 tackles.
I think what'll probably wind up happening based on the draft capital that we have next year is that Jackson probably gonna wind up moving to right tackle. Hunt gonna slide inside to right guard, and you'll see Karras turn over the reins to Dieter, and Flowers will stay where he is, and then Sewell will probably be one of the picks that the Dolphins will try to get.
Hell's
True
yes.
left tackle.
Amen. Go ahead, Pete.
And that offensive line right there is kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. Go ahead, Pete.
What's going on, ball game? What's going on, fellas?
What's
You know, I
good?
just
What's
got
good?
in here.
Good evening, my friend. Good morning.
Thanks,
Good evening,
always
Papa.
the best talk. And about
Thank you
this
so
draft,
much.
you guys know about how I felt a long time ago, man. I honestly, there was 2 guys who I honestly felt could have been helping us from day one, and Derek Brown or Isaiah Simmons. I know Isaiah Simmons just finished having a bad game yesterday, but at the same time, we need, like, this draft, honestly, we went for needs instead of the best player, like the most, like that real good player we need. And we're never going to be able to get the great players because we're going to consistently draft over needs. And drafting needs leads you nowhere, because now you're just gambling on picks,
Jefferson.
hoping and
Well, here's
hoping
the thing.
that player
Gonna
turns
be a
out
while,
to be.
bro.
Yeah, well, here's the
good.
thing, though.
Instead of drafting a good player, you're gambling that, hoping that that player you drafted that you need is good. You know, you're taking a chance. I don't like.
Well,
that.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Next year's draft, you got Parsons coming out, who is just arguably, if not better than Isaiah Simmons at linebacker. That kid is phenomenal.
But look,
Check
ball
the
game,
tape.
if we drafted Isaiah Simmons this year, and next year, if we have a chance to draft Parsons, he's the best player on the board. That's what I'm talking about. You draft him.
I get
know what I'm
you.
saying? Now you have Isaiah Simmons, and now you have Parsons, 2 of the best players together.
But then you don't have.
Get back in here.
Listen, you either don't have your replacement for X when you decide to ship him off. Listen, what I've seen from Iguanagami in the first 2 games is enough encouraging things from his play. There's some bad, obviously, but he's a rookie. So for me, as a guy who coached defense secondary mostly all my days, and as a defensive coordinator, I'm excited about this kid's ceiling because I see a lot of good things that he can do. So I thought the pick was a reach in the first round, but I don't question it because I think his upside is going to be one of those deals 2 years from now. He's going to be a lockdown corner, and we ain't nobody going to question it. So I'm okay with that.
I said it yesterday. He was all over Diggs. He did cover him well, but he still allowed 150-something yards.
Jefferson, get up here.
But you're talking about a rookie cornerback giving up that to a premier route running receiver in the league.
That was coaching decisions. It's not mine.
Yeah,
if
you gotta let him. Listen, you gotta let him. You gotta let him. The only way you can actually teach a corner to play corner at the next level, the highest level, NFL, is to let him get out there and get his ass kicked, and hope that with your coaching, after he taking his ass whooping, that he can go back. You can go back to the film and correct week by week the things that he did wrong, and add something positive to his toolbox. So the next time he go out there, he don't get his ass kicked by the same thing. And I think this kid is smart enough, and his love for the game is passionate enough that he'll take to the coaching. I do believe that. You can't teach a corner to play corner in no other way than put his ass out there and let him have it. And the lesson he took yesterday on the field is going to make him that much better against anybody else he faced this year. Because I don't think he's going to see until we see Hopkins them another wide receiver that runs routes as crisp and has a catch radius like Diggs. People sleep on Diggs, but Diggs has been, without a shadow of a doubt, in the last 4 years, one of the most efficient route runners and pass catching wide receivers in the league.
I love him. Buffalo basically said, you know what? We're ready to kick ass this year. We'll give you our entire draft basically for that guy, and it is paying off. How's Minnesota's done these first 2 weeks?
Yeah, they won him. Well, they 0-2.
That's right.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Because Thielen can't do it by himself, and they brought a rookie in.
There you go.
And the rookie ain't, he getting beat up out there on the edges.
I agree with that part. But back to the Igbenogany and the coaching. If you mean to tell me you went out, and I know Byron Jones got hurt in the game.
Yeah.
But you go ahead and put your rookie on their highest paid player. That right there speaks volume from coaching. All of that learning stuff that you were saying, you're right. You're absolutely right. But putting players in bad position to not help your team win and not putting the best players on the best players, that right there is all coaching to me. And at this point, like you said, I understand your point. But the guy has to learn. And I hope to God that they do not put that rookie on DeAndre Hopkins. And we actually put the Xavier Howard on him, because this coaching decisions that they're making is just really like.
Pete, let me ask you a question. What was your number for us this year in terms of wins and losses?
Realistically?
Yeah, realistic.
Max about 5 again.
So then why? So if you had only 5 wins, why not put the kid out there and let him learn from one of the best? Why not let him in full-fledged combat, one-on-one, mano-a-mano against one of the best wide receivers that he's going to have to face now, because the motherfuckers in our division, for the next however long Diggs stay with Buffalo, let him learn it.
Because we have the 2 highest paid cornerbacks in the whole NFL.
You didn't yesterday. You didn't at your disposal yesterday, though. Jones was gone. Jones wasn't even a part of the process.
Yeah, he's out for a while.
Jones was when he wasn't. Jones was the one shadowing Stephon Diggs.
Okay,
and then they had Xavier Howard on John Brown.
Yeah.
When that happened, he got injured. Move Howard to Stephon Diggs.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You don't take a guy. Listen, you don't take a guy as a defensive coordinator. You don't take a guy who you've had go through film study for 4 days. 4 to 5 whole days, and then because of an injury, you swap that guy and have him go assigned to another guy. That's not what you do.
Nope,
next guy behind your guy that gets hurt needs to pop. Huh? We don't do that.
Yeah, next guy
Defensive coordinators, you don't do that, because this guy. That means you just wasted 5 days of this guy's preparation.
Yep, and film work.
You don't do that to that guy. So that's why X stayed where he was, because anticipating Jones being on Diggs. That was a matchup, right? You're number 1 on their number 1, but you don't swap the dude. You don't.
It's called adjustments.
No. You adjust. You adjust accordingly.
You watch film ball game all week with Byron Jones watching film on Diggs. You watched it, with Xavier Howard on John Brown. But that's it. Byron Jones went out.
And I'm
your next best player has to go against the best player.
No, that's not how they're doing it.
I guess Flores didn't learn anything from the Patriot way.
I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt, that's not how it's done at the college level, and it's not how it's done at the NFL level.
That's right. Next guy up. Go ahead, Ites.
All right, I'm gonna call ball game coach. Hey, coach.
What up?
Hey, if we
Lou, what's up, Lou? Go ahead. Ites, keep talking.
If we in the film room, right? We in the defensive film room. We watch film on the upcoming offense coming up, right?
Yep.
And all week, you know what I'm saying? I got my assignment. I'm gonna play X. I got my assignment, and Byron Jones got his assignment. All week we watching offense. So now on defense, remember there's a scout, you know what I'm saying, scenario where we run the play and we switch it, because first team will go against second team defense, and second team offense will go against first. Okay, so now when we run on our look, we gotta plan for contingencies. We gotta plan for if something was to happen. Like, okay, let's say the matchup isn't as good. I gotta cross assignments with my two number ones because this is not the usual team where my number one corner and my number two corner, there's a disparity between them. Nah, I got two number one corners. And remember, we played Minnesota last year. X was on Diggs. Not last year. I'm talking about the year before when Caleb Balaj and all. Yeah. Right. So he knows Diggs.
Come here.
That would have been an easy switch, bro. I would have switched X to Diggs and put Iguanagami on their number two, which was John Brown. I think that's more of a I think that's more of a feasible adjustment, and that's what I would have did.
That sounds good.
You ready? Come on. Somebody's borging.
I can't hear ball game.
Yeah, I don't hear ball game either. Y'all hear me?
Ball game, come in, come out. Go in, go out, and come back in.
Yeah, that's a good point you have made, Itess, and that's what I was just basically saying, man. You got to put. What does Bill Belichick do? He takes away the best player you have. Who is the Bills' best player? Sir. Who is the Bills' best player? Stephon Diggs. You got to take that guy away.
Didn't I say that, Mace? I said, dog. You said what you said. I said, yo, whoever the top weapon is on the Bills, that's who's gonna go the fuck off.
He did say that on Friday night.
Bro, they do it every year. Whoever you remember when the Texans used to come to town, and I'll be like, yo, Andre Johnson is their top car. Yo, Andre Johnson will go the fuck off. Whoever the top guy, Hopkins, whoever it is on the other team, they always go off on a dog. When Landry came back, I could have set the time to Landry was gonna ball the fuck out that game. And I knew he was gonna ball, bro. So that's all you gotta do with the Dolphins. They never learn how to take away the number one option. Never.
That's something I just don't quite understand, man. That right there makes no sense. And remember, I know I said it here on your show, Mace. The Dolphins are gonna focus too hard on trying to stop the run that is gonna be too easy for Josh Allen through the air.
Facts. Did say that.
417 yards, bro.
They looked like Dan Marino yesterday. They really did. That bomb was a beautiful pass to Brown to make it 31-20. That was such a beautiful pass. Miami's in trouble, fellas. That's the bottom line. And let me tell you this, too. I'm not joking. They may not face a pass rush again for a month. I'm going to tell you one thing. Minshew looks real good, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, and he got wheels.
And it wasn't like he was playing against scrubs. He was playing against a so-called Super Bowl contender in Tennessee, who he lit up. And the first game, he lit up the Colts late in that game. Ball game is back good. I mean, what I'm saying is this. The offensive line's going to get better next couple of weeks. They're not going to face really a true pass rush, okay? But when they play the Chargers and the Rams in Arizona, that's when we're going to see something. Because after that, they got two with the Jets and the Bengals. So, they'll grow even better near the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? But you guys were right, man. I can't complain. Go ahead, Itess. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro, like, all right, who their next game is?
They're at Jacksonville on Thursday.
At Jacksonville, all right. Jacksonville, that should be a winnable game.
It is, and they have to win. That's why I said they better win that game.
But here's what's going to happen. Minshew is going to go the fuck off, yo. Like, Minshew, to me, he reminds me of a Ryan Fitzpatrick that doesn't make as much mistakes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
a young Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, you're right.
And if you look at Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro, I know he throw picks, but it's like he's throwing it purposely because he wants Tua to play, and they will not play him. You remember the last pick he threw? Yeah. And he just started chewing on his gum like, I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's him. He's a gunslinger.
He don't care. I test that guy doesn't care, bro.
He doesn't give a fuck, bro. And any coach that's trying to win games would have been put Tua in. Why y'all not playing him? Y'all scared, bro. They scared as fuck right now to play.
I'll tell you right now, if they lose this game if they lose this game, they'll play them against Seattle because Seattle, San Francisco, and Denver has no pass rush.
And
so
you
they'll
know,
play them those games.
And y'all want to know what got me the most heated, to be honest with y'all? That these two games are the most important games of the season. They're division games, bro. And they're scared to play the guy they drafted at number 5 against our division, bro. When I already knew we were going to lose him with Fitzpatrick. But we don't know what's going to happen with Tua.
Exactly. I get the feeling that if they lose this week, they will play Tua against Seattle because, again, no pass rush.
I think the owner celebrated a little too long with that Week 17 win. That's what I think happened.
Tell me about it. But seriously, I'm serious. If they lose this week, because it's a short week, you got 10 days to prepare for the Seahawks. Tua will play because next 3 games after this, including this one, no pass rush.
And
so he should be okay.
And I still don't have the Dolphins favored to beat the Jags because I like Minshew over Fitzpatrick.
Exactly.
I will just say this. I give them a chance, like Itest said, Big Time will say, and Big Time, you come up next. I do give them a big chance, but if they lose this one, fellas, they're in major trouble because Seattle is coming in with that offensive firepower, and the way Wilson is playing right now, okay, you're looking at 0-4 now against Frisco. You'll have a chance again. Denver, I think they can win now because they're all out for the year, and Drew Lock's out for 6-7 weeks.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying.
Those are winnable games for the Dolphins coming up. Okay, no excuse.
Hey,
they can win 3 of the next 4 if they do it right.
The 49ers don't have a pass rush. Yes, they do.
When your 2 best pass rushers are out for the year, you're done.
You're done.
Thomas and Bosa are both out for the year.
You still got Armstead, you still got Kinlaw, and you still got
Kinlaw got hurt yesterday too.
Yep, he did.
But he's not hurt for the year, bro.
No, but he may miss the Dolphin game.
Oh, for real? Damn.
Yeah, for real, bro. And Garoppolo, I doubt if Garoppolo will play that game either. He's gonna be out for a couple of weeks. He has
George Kittle banged up too.
Yep,
bro,
he didn't play.
I like Nick Mullins over Garoppolo for some reason.
You like my man Dusty was in here earlier. He was saying that he was here earlier.
Bro, I like Mullins. Mullins don't give a fuck. He throwing that ball. Garoppolo, he thinking too much.
You know why I don't bring up the backup quarterback in this situation? And he's right. Any motherfucker Kyle Shanahan puts up numbers, man.
Come on, bro. Fucking C.J. Beathard was balling last year. Bro.
Yeah, throwing 400 yards, bro. Those are facts. He's a genius, bro. Who's the quarterback again?
Which one? The one that played Sunday?
Yeah, the one who backed up Garoppolo came in.
Nick Mullins, bro. He was balling.
A week of 2 or 3 weeks. By the time we get to San Francisco, he'll be seasoned, bro.
Nah, the man. He came out there, was not hesitating. He was throwing, and he was throwing the digs and the slants better than the Garoppolo because he wasn't hesitating.
Yeah,
Garoppolo,
man.
he started shuffling his feet in the pocket. Then he throws.
I'm telling you,
I don't get it, yo.
They better get Jacksonville because they lose that one. You're gonna start doing like I'm gonna be doing, guys. You're gonna start looking at the draft. It's him and
them boys, they good. Like they probably going to make it as a wild card, but they're going to the playoffs. Y'all keep sleeping on the 49ers, nigga. The thing about the 49ers, they had depth. There's a lot of players y'all don't even know about, bro, that could ball the fuck out, just like the starting 4. It's just the starting 4 they had was that good, bro, but we lost Buckner. But Kinlaw is just as good. I'm looking at him in rookie season. Armstead's still there. You still got D4. You got Alexander. You still got Fred Warren. Oh, that boy's straight, man.
The reason why I'm always going to respect the 49ers from here on out is the simple fact they have John Lynch as GM. That guy, he was elite as safety.
And I love his daddy. I love Shanahan's daddy.
And he knows what talent is, so he's always going to know how to find good players.
Exactly. And they remember Beckham is still probably going to get traded. Them boys might get Beckham this year.
That's true. They got the 49ers got the capital. Miami, according to TD last week, Miami's Greer checked in. So
on Beckham?
Yeah. According to TD on his show last week, said that last week.
I wouldn't mind
Greer
Beckham, man. We need to get him.
would never do that, bro. He's too soft.
Armstead's on the Niners.
But
He's
look,
their
Greer
defensive
won't do
tackle,
that.
Sean.
But don't you think Bill Belichick will?
Hell yeah.
You know,
That's the
Belichick will
difference.
too. And the Patriots next year will have $120
His
million
whole
in
fan
cap
base.
space to spend money.
You go on
That's the
any you
difference.
go on any YouTube creator that does Dolphin YouTube. You go on their chat, they'll tell you, hell no, diva, locker room diva, no. I don't be
Yeah.
understanding some of these.
You know
Because
why?
they used to losing,
Right,
bro. You know
right.
how when you lose, you get comfortable losing. You don't understand winning. You don't understand it, bro. So you're used to making. You know what I'm saying? It's a condition. You know how the motherfuckers be like saying we have to learn how to win. That goes for the fan base too. When you're used to losing, you're scared to make a decision that could possibly change your fortunes. Like I want to get Beckham, but he might be a diva, but he might win you a fucking Super Bowl.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
If
He might be the reason why teams got to jump out of 3-4 and force them to play nickel and dime all game.
Something, bro, but they too scared to do that, man. Or they're scared of alpha males, like you were saying a couple shows back, bro. Like
they're scared of alpha males, bro.
Certain teams are petrified of having an alpha male, and there's no way we could have a player like Tyrann Mathieu on our team because the coaches wouldn't know how to control him. Andy Reid don't give a fuck. Get the job done. Y'all boys could do what y'all want.
Yep.
Dwight, Clark, all these motherfuckers wild, bro, but they know what they doing. And they have a mission, bro. You put them on the same mission together, they gonna ride.
I followed the Seahawks for the last 22 years. And I can tell you.
Oh, you a bandwagon, Mace?
No, the 22 years ago.
How? Because they were garbage.
Because they got Mike Holmgren, and I'm a big Mike Holmgren fan. What he did in Green Bay.
That's
I was 49er, so I hated him too.
And the one thing that I saw with them was when they had Sean Alexander, when they had Luke the Tufo, and those guys on defense, Walter Jones. What's my man, the big offensive lineman? He just got into the Hall of Fame. I forgot his name. He just went to the Hall of Fame too. Hutchinson. What I saw with that team, when they had Steve Hutchinson, Walter Jones at the bookends of tackle, was a kick-ass alpha male type of team. Okay? Forward 7 years later, Pete Carroll built a whole team of alphas. And look what they did. Look what they did. I mean, when you have a team like the Seahawks, and now look at the way, if you saw the game last night, early in the game, Cam Newton got the best of Jamal Adams. But from the third quarter on, Jamal Adams was kicking his ass.
All game.
You know why? Because Jamal Adams is an alpha.
You could tell he was jumping up in his face like,
there you go.
Stood up. There was a play. You were like, if you would have stood up, I was about to light you up.
Yeah, that's my point. Dolphins haven't had a player like that since fucking what's up, boy? They had a player like that since Brian Cox.
What you mean?
Nah, Zach Thomas was a monster, boy. You crazy?
Yeah,
no,
Zach
I'm talking
Thomas,
about. We just had him 2-9.
Those were good guys,
Minka
though.
Fitzpatrick was like that.
Yeah, but look how they got rid of him.
And Jones.
Yeah,
Rashad Jones. T.J. McDonald.
Because
that guy, T.J. McDonald was a thumper.
Like those type of guys.
Tight ends were scared to catch the ball in the middle with McDonald.
Yeah, but the coach does not like those type of guys. He likes system guys, but they go, yes, coach. Okay, coach, I'll move over there. And that's why you got this type of guys you got.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's
it can't.
Coach the team, by the way, because he fits their image.
That's what I mean. It can't be the coach. It's the culture that Miami has instilled.
Yeah,
so that's from the top. Because if we got three different coaches, Philbin, Gase, and now Flores, and all three of them
do not like alpha males.
They do not like alpha males. That's not from it. Or that's the type of coaches that
Well,
they
the
want.
only one that proved to me that loved alpha males was Joe Philbin.
No, he didn't. He got rid of Jack Ochocinco. He got rid of that whole committee. He got rid of Jake Long.
Well,
Who was the middle linebacker from Arizona?
That one
Reggie
season, anyways.
Bush.
And the linebacker from Arizona.
I know you're
No,
talking
but
about Carlos
he brought
Dansby.
Yeah.
He got rid of all those guys, bro, because he couldn't.
Yeah, Carlos Dansby was he was needed for sure.
Come on, bro. We had.
But he brought in Ndamukong Suh. He brought in.
No, he didn't. The owner did, not him. The owner did.
He wanted to make a splash because you remember he did it 3 years in a row. He did it first with Brandon Albert that off season.
Brandon
Marshall. He did it with. Then he did no. Okay, yeah, that was that year. But you remember, for 3 straight years, the Dolphins got the prize free agent. We got Mike Wallace, Brandon Albert, and then we got Ndamukong Suh.
Remember?
3 straight years. Just
Remember back in. You agree with me with this eye test when I brought this up last week. Maybe if they would have kept the group that they had in 2011 that was kicking everybody's ass with Matt Moore at quarterback and the defense gelled under Mike Nolan, they would have probably won it in 2012.
But they don't do that. Once
Exactly.
They see
I agree.
Once they see continuity or they see progression, they fuck it up.
The
they
Dolphins,
never
the
finish
Dolphins,
what they start, yo.
Yeah,
never.
That's true. The Dolphins are always a coach late. If Adam Gase would have took over that 2011 team, I think he would have been the good coach for that team.
I think Todd Bowles had them playing, bro.
I know you guys don't like Adam Gase, but this guy literally proved to me at least that Philbin could have won with that team, and he basically got the same exact team his first year and won 10 games with him.
Hey, look, I'm going to do this right now. I want you guys to comment. I'm going to do this right now because I just can't stand him. I see him here all the time on Broadway with his giant corporate Time Warner building. Look, here's the bottom line. Our owner is an ass clown. What's up, Miami 305? What's up, brother? How you doing? Our owner's an idiot. He is an idiot, period. What the fuck you doing telling the world your plans for the next 3 years and we're going to tank for the next 3 years? What a stupid motherfucker he is, bro.
He's a businessman. He's not a football guy.
Exactly. Yeah. This clown, the best thing he did was rebuild the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man.
Hopefully he sells, man.
Look at the coaches he's hired.
But I'll say he did want Lamar Jackson, dog. And
I give him that. And Mike Tannenbaum goes, nah, that's okay. Yeah, that's why that ass clown's on TV and fucking Lamar is just talking to the league while we got damaged goods. Mr. Miami, what's up, my brother? What's up, bro? He's saying this to us. What's up, brother? Hey, Life is a gamble. How you guys doing today? How you feeling today? Much love and respect. Love you too, bro.
Vibing here.
Vibing right here. But look, that's exactly why Greer should have been gone with Tannenbaum. Because Greer, because Greer was the one that brought up the whole situation because of that calling Lamar Jackson a running back and not a quarterback. That's why
bro.
It was Chris Greer that called Lamar Jackson. This is his words. I don't want a running back at quarterback. We need someone that can pass. And that right there, bro, should have told Ross to fire that guy. Not only Tannenbaum.
Stupid motherfucker, Ross.
Tannenbaum the year before was talking about him.
I'm going to do a video of that idiot this week. I'm going to post it in my page, bro. I got in, I sat back, chilling, sipping on some drink.
And you know that clown, the Big O Show?
Yes.
He blocked me because I said that Chris Greer is an incompetent GM.
Yeah, he loves Greer.
And he's a horrible player evaluation. And then he started going off right on me for some reason. And then I said, and you know what, Big O? Also, Coach Flores might be on the hot seat pretty soon because he keeps putting players in positions, out of positions and all this. So Chris Greer and Flores suck. And guess he says, you're a troll. Bro, I've donated to that guy so many times. And he's like, you're a troll. Da-da-da-da. I don't get these guys, bro.
You got me. I left his channel back in June. I haven't looked back, bro. I said, fuck this. Clown, I'll build my own fucking channel.
You guys are clowns, man.
Like
They get in their feelings.
And like I told Jefferson earlier, if you're a Dolphin fan, you get free reign in this room. You could talk whatever the shit you want. I'm not a fucking homer. I tell it like it is, just like iTest does and Pete does, and Ball Game. We tell
I
it like
hope
it
Ball
is,
Game could
bro.
come back.
Yeah, he's walking his dogs. He says batteries died out. Steven Ross needs to step down. Tell me about it, 305. The
No,
fucking idiot.
ball game delusional too, bro. He liked the move. Talking to him, like when he get back on, I'll tell him too, bro. Like, you can't tell me you see a plan with these fucking moves that we making, dog. Like,
He
I
wants
don't
to
see
sit
it.
tour a year.
You
That's
see,
what he wants to do.
I think all of us here right now on the panel talk about today, and then everybody else just talks about what might happen in the future. That's just
Exactly,
the way I see
bro.
it.
You're
Bro,
right.
you gotta go.
We talk about right now what's going on, and
That's
all
why
they
you
keep
don't see me
saying
in
is what's
TD's
going on
room.
in the future.
And not even that, we give them history because history kind of predicts what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward until you break that trend.
Stephen A.
And
was roasting
look
the
at,
Dolphins this morning. He was roasting the Dolphins, Mr. Miami,
come
this
on,
morning, Stephen A.
bro.
All right, Tess, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, like who's supposed to respect the Dolphins, dog? Like, what have they done every year?
Thank you.
You let New England. New England is supposed to be trash this year. Remember, New England.
I warned them. I warned them.
Brady, they lost this and that. New England look like they're gonna make a run for the Super Bowl again.
Cam Newton,
trash. He's
yeah, that's
done. He's done.
right. The only one who agreed with me was Vinsanity.
Hey, y'all remember when I was begging for Cam Newton? And everybody was, matter of fact, I was begging for Jameis Winston or Cam Newton, both of them. I wanted them both here in Miami.
I remember that.
And people were just going crazy. You're crazy. We're better off with Tua. Cam is trash. He's canned goods. He's no good.
When
they were calling him
hurt,
Scam Newton.
When he gets hurt, God forbid, Tua, you are going to hear it here.
What you mean, God forbid? Nobody could play football and not get hurt. You're gonna
but these
get hurt.
fools don't believe that. Those fools don't believe that. I know that. You know that. Pete knows that. Mr. Miami knows that.
The thing is about Tua, he looks really skinny on waist up.
Bro, he looks done, bro. He doesn't look like he belongs in the league.
My worry is, you think we drafted another Jay Fiedler here?
Bro, we drafted Mariota Part 2, bro.
There you go.
Go back and look at Mariota's Heisman season, and go
he's
back
hurt
and look
right
at
now. He's
go
hurt.
back and look
right now.
and go back and look at Tua's only season that he ever played college football because he couldn't complete 2 of his 3 seasons. Yo, it's identical stats. Everything about them are identical. And where's Mariota? Mariota's a glorified backup somewhere. I don't even know who signed.
Raiders, and he's hurt.
Come on, bro. So they're both from the same high school, same pedigree, same everything, dog. They do not belong in the league. Remember when Mariota was coming out, he was supposed to be this revolutionary player. I think he threw like 1 interception in college.
My eye test on Mariota was horrible because I fell in love with that guy too.
Bro, I hated him and Winston. I said they both trash. And then Winston
I
shot
don't like
me.
neither one. I never did. But I will say this.
like
okay,
Winston too.
forget those 2 losers. Let me say this.
Nah, but everybody was on their
film.
dick. I said they were trash. I said both of them are trash, just like I'm saying Josh Allen and Sam Darnold is trash. Baker Mayfield, trash. You feel me? It's certain motherfuckers that you could look at them and be like, they pumped y'all up.
Hey,
y'all
so the Jets
the league is desperate for quarterback. Now here's the problem: next year's draft, Giants don't need one. Chicago, the Giants are going. I mean, Chicago's going to need one, but they're going to be picking low, the way it's going right now. Let me see who else. Giants don't need one. Chargers don't need one. I'm just naming teams. Jacksonville maybe, but if Jacksonville wins 7 games, they're not getting one.
Nah, they looking. They know Minshew ain't that. Nah, Minshew is Fitzpatrick, bro.
Yeah. One thing right now, man, that I'm upset we got to win this Jags game, to be honest with you guys. Man. This season is wide open.
And
teams are getting injured. Teams are getting hurt. And I think it's wide open, man. And remember that 7th spot is for a playoff, so
life is a gamble. If they lose this game, not beating Seattle, the season's over. No one comes back from 0-4. And remember, their last 4 games: home for Kansas City, home for Cam Newton, at the Raiders, who I believe will be playing desperately to get the spot.
Nah, the Raiders gonna be good this year.
That's crazy.
What happened?
How we gonna be garbage, bro. It's just upsetting right now.
Why you mad, bro? You just need to chill. Nigga. Hey, it was raining today where you at?
Pouring all day.
All fucking day,
It didn't even stop till like literally about an hour ago. It should have been like this yesterday, huh? We probably would have had a chance to win, and he would have never had to throw all them damn yards.
Man, them boys was gonna beat us no matter what, man. There was no way. I know you probably thought we had a chance yesterday, huh?
Well, nah, hell no. I know they went 3 and out 2 times. They went they went 3 and out 3 times that game. And
by the way,
back to back.
And by the way, they're at Buffalo the last game of the year, freezing cold Buffalo.
When you see that, they were just running the ball, just chewing clock.
God, did you see Fitzpatrick throw the ball on 4th and 1, and the ball go through Preston Williams?
Yep. I saw that sequence, and I was at my mom's house looking at that yesterday before I came back here to do the post-game show, because my mom lives like 5 minutes away. I told my mother, Mom, they couldn't get in from second and go from the 1 3 times.
And you paid a nigga. How much they paid Howard? I don't care. He's supposed
$4 million.
Come on, man. That team ain't doing shit, man.
That's player evaluation, bro.
Mr. Miami, you're right. They got to win Thursday.
And I'm the biggest Dolphin fan. I sat there when we went 1-15 on the couch.
Well, again, pop back up, bro.
The Greg Camarillo year?
I sat and watched every game, and I watched my brother laugh at me every game because he a Cowboy fan. So I watch him laugh at me every game. So, dog, for them to turn me to a Dolphin, because I'm not a hater. I'm a Dolphin realist, bro.
I'm not
letting them fool me no more, bro. Like
we're not fighting for them no more, bro. Now it's show
and
tell.
I'm not. Dog, yesterday, you know, the old me after the game yesterday, my whole week would have been fucked up, nigga. I had a great day.
That's how it was my whole high school years.
I had
every Monday. Man, don't talk to me, man. Dolphins trash.
I had flip side fishing. Fellas, I had flip side fishing, Chef Jew, and I forgot the other guy in here last week. The minute me and Tess started telling facts, and Pete, you was here too. So once we started telling facts about the team, no motherfuckers left and never came back.
Nah, Chef Jew official. Chef Jew, no, I don't give a fuck. All them flip side, they know they probably had something to do. That's why.
No, they left because we're telling facts in here, bro.
Nah, they not like that.
Those guys worship the mouths of the Dolphins homers, bro. I heard Kerr flexing this morning.
Bro, I'm telling you, Chef Jew, the names you just
said.
I
love Chef Jew. No, I love him. I love Flipside too, but bro, take the heat. Especially
they do. That's what I'm saying, fool. Like when I be going in on the Dolphins, they be right there like, hell yeah. They don't see it, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. And I'm being honest about this. I'll say this right now.
One day, I said, we're going to lose, so you better get ready to cook up some Dolphins.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, fellas, and I will be here Thursday, 4 o'clock Eastern time to do the pregame, Dolphins and Jaguars. They better win this game. Because if they don't, Seattle's next week. I don't give a damn what my man says. I'm not going to mention his name. I don't give a damn what he says. He always talk about, they got 10 days to prepare. Seattle has won 11 of their last 12 East Coast games on the road.
I'm predicting the spread in that game to be like 9+.
I do too. And I'm just saying. Win this game. Because if you don't.
But you know what, Mace? Yeah. You know exactly how the Dolphins are, and we've been through this too long. The Dolphins are the type of team to go and lose on Thursday and somehow beat the Seahawks. Get our hopes up.
Nah, but
what are you getting your hopes up for though?
Yeah,
it's an
open season.
If
You
eye
said
test is right,
you said it was only 5 games. You think they was gonna win. So what are they getting your hopes up for?
if eye test is right, if eye test is right, and the Niners got deaf, you're gonna lose that one too.
Y'all gonna lose, bro. Dog, y'all could start 0-6. I'm telling you.
No, they'll beat Denver because Denver's
Hey,
too
hold
beat
on.
up.
Why you ain't no Dolphin fan, Tess?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but I'm being real,
You're gonna
bro.
be part of this too, bro.
And let me tell you guys something right now. Eye test can swear by a Bible with it. Okay, the Niner quarterback is not gonna be a problem with the Niners. He's gonna put points on us. I'll tell you that right now.
Our running backs, bro, they gonna put it on y'all, bro. Y'all can't stop shit.
Yeah, we got exposed. We got exposed already early in the season. At least show one good sign of something. These guys can stop the run really good, so just pass on them. No, these guys can shut down the pass, so let's just try to run on them. No, week 1 we got ran through. Week 2 we got aired through. That's it. No team is scared, bro.
Mr. Miami,
Let's
do me a
do what
favor.
we
Get
want.
Master at work in here. Go get Master at
You
work.
right.
Go get him.
You right.
It's true, bro.
I see it different.
What you see, ball game? Go ahead.
I see.
They ran through us and then they aired it out. We
Go ahead, ball game.
We done, bro. They
see
exposed it.
I see a team that is still, and it's unfortunate, man, that most people, listen, I got 36 years of love for this team, and some people would call that insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again without actually expecting a different outcome.
No, when I told people that I saw the last
That's
the 2 Super Bowl wins, when I told people that I saw their 2 Super Bowl wins, and the game was at 2:00 in the afternoon, and the entertainment was the marching band, people look at me like I'm crazy. But hey, that's my loyalty. I was an 8-year-old little kid when they won the 2nd Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, ball game. You were saying something.
It's man. I'm just saying, man. Like I think a lot of fans, they set themselves up for failure, because if you realistically look at the timeline and you look at what this team has to actually go through to get to some level of prominence, none of that stuff happens overnight. Kansas City didn't just show up and be great overnight.
Facts.
And any of the other Super Bowl teams that won, the Eagles, they went through it too. The only difference was that they paid top-notch guys to come in and compete on both sides of the ball. And now some of those guys are gone and they don't look so hot.
And they just gave Wentz $140 million.
Yeah.
Ball game. Let me ask you ball game real quick. I don't want you to lose your point, but I want you to stay right there. You said 30-something years you've been a Dolphin fan. But for the last 20 years, bro, we have not even been a semblance of them early 16 years that you remember.
I got something for you.
Doing history because, God, remember, the last 20 years, I counted 17 different teams went to the Super Bowl.
True.
Of the teams that didn't go to the Super Bowl, they were in and out the playoffs. Only the Dolphins, the Browns, and Detroit
Isn't that
the
sad?
lone teams. The Dolphins been to the playoffs twice in 20 years.
Let me do this formula. Let me do this formula with you. Let me do this.
Patient, bro.
I got something for you guys. I got something for you guys. Here you go. 47 years since their last Super Bowl trophy. 35 years since their last Super Bowl appearance. 28 years since their last AFC title game appearance. What did that tell you about this franchise?
Bro, they're going nowhere, bro.
There you go. And that was Marino in his prime in '92 against Buffalo at home.
Remember, the Browns that we looking at is an expansion team. And the Browns are more competitive than the Dolphins.
No, you're not. People like the Browns.
So we weren't competitive yesterday?
No, you don't get it what he's saying.
No, I'm asking a question.
You know what I hate about Dolphins fans? Y'all content with at least we tried. Yeah, like that's we shouldn't be a fan base that's happy with a moral victory.
Who said any of that? That's not what I'm saying. We lost yesterday.
No, we lost.
Mr. Miami, you make a point. You make a great point. Hey, put Washington in that mix too.
3 points.
But they remember RG3 and them won a fucking division title. When was the last division title the Dolphins won?
2008 because Brady got hurt week 1.
Right.
No, RG3 could have pushed them that playoff series. He got hurt. So that's what I'm talking about. All these teams we've named, they've given the NFL some type of joke. Dog, every time ESPN puts a Dolphin story up, it's a joke. It's Bully Gate. It's Brandon Marshall throwing a football across the field. It's all kind of fuck shit. It's never about a game, dog. The Dolphins could beat the Patriots week 17. The whole storyline is about how Tom Brady fucked it up. They never give y'all credit, bro. Miami Miracle, the whole storyline, it should have been about, because any other team, they would have pumped that play up forever. The whole storyline was how the hell Bill Belichick fucked that up, putting Gronk out there.
And you had two morons in the local station down there saying that was the greatest play in Dolphin history. And I said, bro, you was in the game where they had the greatest play in team history when they did a hook and lateral against the Chargers. He played in that game, that idiot. And he gave it to the bullshit, the Miami Miracle? Get the fuck out of here.
That shit was tight. I ain't never seen the hook and lateral, but the Miami Miracle was gangster, yeah.
That shit
Drake did it nasty.
That was not the best. That was not the best play in the history of the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, Drake was juking them just by acting like he was gonna pitch it back. Like, see, I'm keeping this.
Well, again, what was the best play to you?
Huh?
The best play in history to you?
Oh man.
And please something we all could remember, yo.
Oh, okay. Then you might as well keep the hook and lateral then.
Yeah, you can keep the hook and lateral.
You might as well keep the Miami Miracle, because with me it's the hook and lateral. And I saw that game down 24-0.
Right.
Hey, but my phone on 1%. I'm gonna catch you guys in a bit.
All right, bro.
Yo,
That was ranked, I think, the second greatest game in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
That game was no fucking joke. And that was the real Orange Bowl. And when I look at the fans at that game, you can see the love those people in attendance had for the Dolphins.
Now imagine, all those same fans you talking about, they've been dormant for 20 years, bro. We've been watching.
Try 37 years, bro.
No, I'm just talking as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? We've been just watching mediocrity. Forget mediocrity, bro. We just watching a front office that can't get it right. We watching players who come here on vacation, bro.
Yep, that's true. Enjoying the nightlife.
Every player that come here, they come on vacation, and then when they leave here, they ball the fuck out. Or before they were here, they balled wherever the fuck they was, and then they get here, and it's like, dog, what the fuck is you doing? I remember when we got Brandon Marshall, yo, with Chad Henne and all that bullshit. We had Chad Henne, all like, he's trash, but everything else is, you know what I'm saying? It can move. Never got it right, bro. Then you get
Brandon Marshall was all pro that year too, 2011. Yeah. He was all pro.
With a garbage ass quarterback. Now imagine if Tannehill was here when Brandon Marshall was here. You see the difference? But when Tannehill got here, we had Devon Best and fucking Brian Hartline.
And he made Brian Hartline $11 million, which was a lot of NFL money back then.
And then as soon as Brian Hartline went to the fucking Browns, he fell off the fucking map. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, the Dolphins, they overpay trash.
I could tell you a ball game.
Why are they paying Bobby McCain, bro?
You ever met Tannehill?
Yep.
How is he?
As a person?
Yes.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, because I heard he had issues with the brothers in the locker room.
No, I didn't have no problem with him. And I met him down on, he was actually down on South Beach when I met him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was Lauren there?
Off season. No, he was with his agent and a friend of his. Yeah, they were having actually I met him right outside of Wildin' Out.
Because when I see him in Tennessee, the brothers love him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people have all sorts of fucked up shit to say about Tannehill, but I don't subscribe to any of that, man. I always look at what a person has to work with, what they've been given, and take all that into consideration. And I have to. I guess that's the nature of what I've done for the last, what I did for 17 years, coaching. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you see in that product on Friday nights, it take a lot behind the scenes to get that to look like that. And a lot of times that shit take work. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody waking up and just going out and winning championships.
Hey, how's DK Dallas, bro?
Who?
DJ Dallas from the Seattle Seahawks, the former Hurricane. How is he in person?
I don't know. I never met him.
Okay. I tell you, Seattle got a sleeper in that boy.
Ball
not
game.
playing
What,
them yet, but they're going to play them. I think they're going to play them against Miami, matter of fact. They'll be ready for
what,
Miami.
what was the best team Tannehill had around him?
Last year's team and this year's team in Tennessee.
All right. So you don't remember the year that we had Jarvis Landry, Mike Wallace, Rashard Matthew, fucking Charles
Clay.
Rashard Matthews was nice.
Lamar Miller.
Yeah, I remember that.
Kenyon Drake was coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Bro, we had a fucking team around Tannehill.
But you had a dumbass offensive coordinator
and a dumbass coach in Joe
Philbin.
So here's the thing: it's always peanut butter no jam, bro. Y'all always one thing and not the other. When y'all gonna fucking get both things together?
No, that's the whole point of what we're doing now.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. What offensive line did you conceivably put together?
It's been a proven fact that through the entire portion of Tannehill's major career, I mean, when he actually had success, they didn't put the assets in the right space. Nobody can honestly say that they spent the money right. You feel me? But I also believe that without a shadow of a doubt that what happened in the past is not what's going to transpire for us in the future.
I agree with that.
I don't have no
as
choice.
Crazy as it may sound, I do agree with him.
I can't hold on to that and objectively look at where we are going forward. Because if I do then I allow myself. What?
I don't think you're looking at it objectively. That's my problem.
How you figure?
Because, bro, you can't tell me honestly. Since Flores has gotten here, bro, he's gotten rid of Minka Fitzpatrick. He's gotten rid of quality player. Robert Quinn could have still helped you. He got rid of Kenny. And I understand contracts and stuff were coming up. What was it? Vincent Taylor was a fucking good
remember
player.
The 81 Dolphins?
You feel me?
There was certain players.
Vincent Taylor didn't have anything to do with Vincent Taylor been gone for 2 seasons now. They had nothing to do with Flores.
What you mean? Nah, Vincent Taylor got let go last offseason.
Vincent Taylor played for Buffalo the year before last, and now he's playing for a whole different team this year.
You talking about Jordan Phillips, bro?
Wait, listen. Here's the thing. You're right. If Vincent Taylor, but here's my thing. If Vincent Taylor can't get on the field, if he can't get on the field with beat Godchild, then do we really need him?
He was beating Godchild. He got hurt. You remember he got hurt and lost the whole season.
Well, what is a dude gonna do for you if he hurt?
Bro, he was coming off of that. I don't know what he had last year. I don't know if it was an ACL or something, but he was coming back that off season, and y'all let him go.
Jordan Phillips, by the way,
Jordan Phillips
here in Buffalo. He had 9.5 sacks in Buffalo, and he's playing well so far for Arizona.
Bro, he would have balled in Miami. What happened? Fucking Adam Gase. He got rid of him. He got rid of Ajayi. He got rid of Landry.
So let me ask you a question.
Get rid of dogs. Y'all get rid of gangs.
Is it fair for me to hold the new regime responsible for the idiotic shit that somebody else did?
Why is it somebody else if Greer is still there and he's the one pulling the trigger? He's the one hiring.
What are you talking about? No, hold up. Greer took over being the GM 3 years ago.
But Greer's been in the Dolphin organization since 2000.
What that got to do with anything? He wasn't calling no shots, though.
I understand, but if you're going to clean house, bro, you clean the fucking house. You don't leave any semblance of anything left behind. Bro, I'm not going to clean house.
You're not starting all over. You're not starting all over from scratch. Not on that side. You can do it on the player side, but in personnel,
everybody else in personnel has been gone, bro. You've gotten rid of coaches. You got rid of Ireland and fucking Tannenbaum and
because they wasn't shit. They didn't do anything. Greer was a scout, bro. He was a scout. He was a scout. He was a personnel. He was a personnel person.
Yeah,
so,
but he's right. I tested right. He everything in the last 20 years. That is
so let me ask you a question.
Ireland was making decisions. Greer was his boss, bro.
Yes, Greer was his
Greer's
right
been
hand
the
side.
boss. Greer's been the boss of Ireland and Tannenbaum.
I'm not holding that guy. I'm not
No,
holding.
no,
I'm
no,
not,
no.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
holding
go
his
ahead. Ball
foot to the
game. Say what
fire
you're
for
gonna
that,
say.
bro.
Ball game. Say what you're gonna say.
Because at this point right now, for me, I can only objectively grade him on what he does sitting in the seat he's sitting in now. That's it.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
So when did he
Everything
get that
else
seat?
was influence. What?
Let me ask you, when did
3
he get
years
that
ago.
seat? Okay. Did he draft Mika Fitzpatrick?
Yes, he did.
Did he
But,
draft?
yep.
Did he draft? What was the other guy he drafted? Who got drafted before Minka? Laramie Tunsil.
No, yeah, he did. In
about it?
2017, he took the guy who they got rid of, who's a bust, the linebacker from Missouri. He they
Talking
traded
about
to the
Charles
Falcons.
Harris.
Yep, that was a bust.
So now he's been in the driver's seat for those picks, right? He got rid of them.
How's that worked out?
Well, here's the thing. Listen. So if you're disgruntled as a player who has now been introduced to a new coach that's coming in asking this player to essentially do basically the same shit that Pittsburgh is asking Minka to do now, and you can't convince the guy to stay because he doesn't want to be there. What else do you do with him?
Let me say this. I'm gonna go back. No,
What else are you doing with him?
I'm going back to the kid they took from Missouri in 2017.
Charles
I'm
Harris.
going back to him.
Charles Harris.
I'm going back to him.
Okay.
3 years he can barely get on the field. That's on Greer. And Greer bragged that year that he was taking them all the way and he wasn't trading to pick the Dallas so Dallas could take him. That's on Greer.
So that's
on Greer.
So that's Greer because he drafted a guy that we saw had major production, but when he got to us, they fucking put him with his hand down in the dirt as opposed to standing him up where he had his career the entire time.
You want to make your money in the pros. You want to make your money in the
That's
pros. You adjust.
That's a coaching flaw.
But
Well, that's
you
why Adam
telling
Gase
me?
ain't there no more.
All right. So, but who hired Adam Gase? Who hired
That was
Torres?
Mike Tannenbaum.
Greer.
That was Mike Tannenbaum, man.
That was Mike Tannenbaum.
All right. Let's put it like this: if the man drafted 3 draft picks and 3 of them are gone, he made 3 first-round mistakes. How do you know moving forward he's not continuously making these mistakes?
Facts.
How do you know Tua is not a reach? You already told me Igbenogany was a reach, and I'm telling you Austin Jackson trash. So I don't see a first-round pick this man has made besides Mika Fitzpatrick, and he got rid of him.
And no, he didn't do Tunsil.
The last two
fell to him.
Listen,
By the grace of God, Laramie Tunsil fell to him, and he got rid of him.
we
Yeah,
can't
but you got
evaluate.
4 assets for it. 4
We
picks.
can't listen. So Christian Wilkins is a bust.
So far,
Bro, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen, I haven't seen exactly.
Serious?
Bro, I
He
haven't
played
seen
this
Christian
season.
Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins is legitimately the only dude out there doing anything.
Jefferson, get up here.
But is he stopping the run? Is he affecting the pass?
How the hell is he gonna do that by himself?
Bro,
Jefferson,
and
get up
Dominican
here.
Sue ain't have shit around him. He was doing
And he didn't do shit for us.
I'm not talking
but
about for
fucking
us. I'm talking about when he was by himself in Detroit.
Oh, he wasn't never by himself up there. He had Iggy Ansah.
When he was drafted as a rookie. No, when he was drafted as a rookie in his second year, they ain't have shit. They put Ziggy Ansah and them motherfuckers around him his third year. Earl Mitchell and all them. They came his third year, bro. I know football, bro.
I ain't saying you don't know football, but what I'm telling you right now at this point is, if you realistically looking at the Dolphins to be some fucking overnight success, then you screwing yourself in the process.
I'm looking at 20 years of history. That's what I'm basing it off of.
And he's right.
I'm looking at
Listen, I'm not disputing that. You've never heard me dispute that the last 20 years wasn't fucked.
And everything I told you ain't opinion. It's fact.
The last
everything
35
they've done.
years to me has been fucked.
Well, here's the kicker.
35.
Here's the kicker. I'm not one of these people that's gonna sit around holding on to that shit and having it taint what I think to be realistic optimism about the possibilities that we have a coach that came from a winning organization who at this point right now has done something that we've never seen before. Anybody that's a Dolphin fan for the last 20, 25, 35 years has only seen what I consider to be fucking shitty ass patch jobs. We've never done a rebuild.
No, he's right.
Come,
He never rebuild it.
Did Adam Gase come from a winning organization?
Yes, he did. Denver.
Yeah, he came from Denver.
from a Super Bowl season, right?
Exactly, but they won. That's the whole
They
point.
won the Super Bowl yesterday. Perry, what's up, baby? I love you.
I'm
Mr.
going off
Mommy,
your
you know I
point.
always rock with you. And don't forget the Deion Jordan draft.
Did Joe Philbin come from a winning organization?
And they were successful in Green Bay.
Everything that comes here goes from sugar to shit. So you telling me
correct.
Okay, but what do you want them to do about that, dude? You want them to just lay down and not try?
No, I'm going to tell you what I want them to do.
Realistic.
Okay? I got this one. I got this one. I got this one. Wait till I'm going to say to him. Okay, ball game. Do you know the last 6 coaches? Saban, Cam Cameron, Tony Sperano, Philbin, Gase, Flores.
Right.
All of them were first-time coaches in the NFL.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Okay.
Go get you. I'll give you an example. Okay.
Can't now because we tied.
No. I'm just saying.
Seasons, so.
Next coach you hire. Go get an experienced coach from a winning program who coached in the NFL before. I'll give you a perfect example of what I'm saying.
I don't think we need another coach.
No, I'm saying the next time. I think there's going to be a next time. Next time.
I don't.
Go get you somebody like Josh McDaniels. Give him a second chance.
Fuck that.
No, I'm just using that as an example. I'm using that as an example. I'm not saying do it. I'm using that as an example, boys.
You gotta get your hate for that organization out your blood, man.
Fuck that, bro. You like one of them people. Okay, if a motherfucker comes spraying your block every week, you gonna be cool with him.
Go get Ron Rivera.
Never gonna be cool. I don't want that from over.
But
I don't know why
you're gonna always be stuck in mire then, because at some point you got to go get a motherfucker that's used to know what winning look like.
There you go.
Know what winning look like, but was he the person who made the wins happen? Because every coach
you can't get Belichick, so what you do? You fucking pluck from that tree, right?
Yeah. But dog, the only one that's been successful is Vrabel, and that was last year. Out of everybody who left his coaching tree, he's the only one that did something last year.
Okay.
All them other motherfuckers trash, yo.
And we had Brian Gable 9 years ago, the magical year for me and you, I test 2009, when they had the perfect formula. They had the Super Bowl defense out there, and the passing game was unstoppable with Brandon Marshall, and they fucking got rid of Todd Bowles and hired that motherfucker Joe Philbin. So just left shit like they were, Ross.
I just don't know. I mean, I don't think any answer I give you is going to suffice, because at this point right now,
that's not me. That's
no, not you. I'm talking eye test. No answer I give him is going to suffice for him, because at this point right now, basically what I'm hearing you say is that it don't fucking matter what move they make. It's going to be fucking mired and shit. So
you know what it is with
what would you do?
I would do exactly what we just did.
You know what it is with eye test? He's a bitter millennial. I test you in your 30s or in your 20s?
Yeah.
30s. He's a bitter millennial fan who's tired of losing.
Yeah. Shit, you don't think I'm tired of losing?
Yeah, but here's the difference.
How you figure?
Ball game. Here's the difference. He goes into these chat rooms. Hold up. I'm going to give it right back to eye test in the U ball game. He goes into these fucking chat rooms where you have everybody waving the pom-poms. He's tired of that shit.
Yeah, I'm not one of them motherfuckers, so.
Nah, ball game don't wave the pom-pom.
No, I'm talking about you. You're tired of seeing that.
Yeah, but fuck.
That's the problem. He's tired of hearing the rah-rah shit, and he sees no results.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what frustrates me is I hate being right. No, it's not even on that. I hate what I see motherfuckers can't see.
What's up, my buddy?
You feel me? And it's like, how do I see it and y'all don't see it? And then when it happens, because when I was like, yo, we can't win with Tannehill. Yeah, he got talent, but he ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got it, bro. As much as shit as he doing over there at Tennessee, he will never get them to the bowl, bro. He will never do that. So you just got to accept. And when I was saying Gase was trash, Gase fell into a team and discombobulated it just like Flores did. Everybody's like, you don't know what you're talking about. But 2 years from now, when Flores leaves, y'all gonna be like, oh shit, y'all probably ain't even gonna be thinking about me, but y'all gonna be, I'm gonna be like, told y'all niggas so. But Y'all don't see it, and it
I don't.
frustrates me, yo.
I don't see it because for me, and you call it whatever you want. I know I have in my 36 years have never went through a process that looks anything remotely close to this. So
I know what he's
when
saying
the shit
too.
happened, when it happened, and when he came on board and he started jettisoning motherfuckers out, I was livid. Like, what the fuck is he doing? But then I thought about it for myself, right? And I sat down. My sons was calling me, talking me off the ledge and all this shit, and they was like, "Dad, we've been around for as long as the Dolphins have been without Marino, and we've never seen them win anything, but they never did anything like this before. So why not be optimistic about what could possibly happen?"
Yeah, I feel you.
So they pumped into me. My oldest is 20. My oldest son is 25. So he pumped into me an idea that I was much like you, Tess. I was spitting up but venom for these motherfuckers. Like, this some bullshit. Here we go again. This shit ain't gonna work. But then I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't fucking know if it will or won't because I ain't never did it before with the Dolphins. I never seen it.
I've had venom.
So that's all I got, bro.
I had venom for this franchise for a long time, bro. And after a while, this is for eye test. After a while, dude, you do like I do. Fantasy football gets me by the football season. That's why I get so happy. When Mike Holmgren went to the Seahawks, I said this is gonna be my NFC team. Just like the Niners is your NFC team. And what it's worth, to see the Legion of Boom, to see how Seattle does shit, how they just gave the Jets 2 number ones in the third and said, fuck this. We got a young defense now, and we got the fucking alpha male, alpha dog this franchise needs, bro.
Exactly.
And it's going to pay off for Seattle. Big time, because they're still a young football team, okay? And you look at the Dolphins, they will never bring in an alpha male, a badass, to their team. Hells no. They're not going to bring in a fucking offensive lineman that's going to fight you. They had Richie Incognito. Look what happened there.
Got rid of him for a pussy. A pussy, bro. They made the pussy get front page news. That's when bullying started because of the Dolphins. Nobody knew what the fuck bullying was. All of a sudden, Bullygate, now you can't bully nobody.
Finn's Logo, let me ask you a question. Put one in the chat room. Finn's Logo said, what's up to you, ball game? Let me ask you a question, Finn's Logo. You've been a fan just as long as I have. Let me ask you something. Have you gotten to the point where you have nothing but venom for this franchise? Put a 1 in the chat. 1 is yes, 2 is no. Go ahead. Go ahead, Itus.
Nah, yo, I love them niggas, man. That's why I'm mad. If I ain't give a fuck,
I'm the same way, bro. But thank God the Seahawks are great. Thank God the Seahawks are great for me.
I got a brother. We grew up
down too and did it.
But how did they strip it, bro? Because remember
after they lost. Listen, after that season where they lost, Sean Alexander and when they made the run deep into the playoffs, and then that next year, Sean Alexander, they didn't resign him and whatnot, and he just walked away from football and all that other shit. Seahawks were the laughing stock then at that point. When Pete Carroll took over, he ain't have shit, man.
But he built the championship defense, though, in 2 years.
He did that with draft picks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. So
he made good draft picks. What good draft picks did we make? No, he drafted.
I was telling this story.
He drafted Irvin. He drafted
Irvin in the first round, Bobby Wagner in the second round, and Russell Wilson in the third round.
That's how you fucking draft.
And free agents the receivers were all free agents. They just got off with Doug Baldwin and Jermaine Kearse. And they came through in the championship game, didn't they, I-Test, against the Niners in 2013, didn't they?
Bro.
But here's my question, though. Here's my question. So, in all actuality, if we really talking about this new regime, this new direction the Dolphins went in, can we give the man at least to the end of this season to see?
No. Here you go. This is my honest opinion.
We can't.
No. Wait, I'm gonna tell you. Next draft is it for this regime.
Exactly.
They better get the best receiver, and they better get the best running back, because what I'm seeing of this offensive line with no pass rush the next 4 weeks, shit, they're going to gel and get even better. And then against the Jets and Cincinnati, That is
All right.
9 of your 16 games. You're gonna gel.
I'm
And
willing.
don't feel pressure.
I'm willing to wait to watch it unfold.
I am too. I'm not worried about it. But to these Dolphin guys in another room, and you know who I'm talking about, stop fucking preaching that this team is nothing but 7 and 8s. That's bullshit.
Ball game.
Yes, sir.
You a coach.
Yep.
Coming from high school to college, how long it take a good college, a good high school player to get accustomed to the game?
2 years.
About 2 years, right? All right.
Yep.
So now take that
Friends
same
logo, I don't
scenario.
blame you, bro. But next draft,
Take that same scenario and put it into draft picks.
Best receiver in the draft. Period.
2 years.
2 years. So
three sometimes, depending on the position the player plays. But you'd hope to see, and especially if it's a position that you can actually afford to play the player early, that you can see some progression in that first year. But generally, you don't really see a player actually step forth and do a whole lot of things special until their second year. After they're familiar and the scheme's not changing, and they got scheme familiarity and they got team familiarity and they have a comfort level, which they've developed another level to their actual off-season, you know what I mean, their off-season program to keep themselves in shape and to get stronger and all that type of stuff. That's when, you know what I mean? So we still got to get there.
You're describing the best case scenario that our rookies and our second year players make the leap in their second, third year, right?
Right.
Yes.
All right. So that means that we got the draft class that we just drafted because this was his second draft class, right?
This is his third.
This is the third.
Matter of fact, it's fourth. He drafted that.
We ain't talking about Greer. We talking about
Flores.
Flores.
Yeah,
this is his second one.
Yeah, he drafted Christian Wilkins, and now he just drafted
Tua.
Fucking Tua. All right.
Tua.
So now
Raekwon Davis. You gotta. If you're gonna name them, now you gotta name them all.
No. I'm getting to my point is it based on what we just talked about 2-3 years. Christian Wilkins, he's projected to make his leap next year, right? That means
this year.
This year, okay, this year, next year. That means everybody in this draft class is expected to make their leap next year.
Yes.
And that means the draft class that we draft this year is expected to make it a year from now. We only got Flores under contract for 5 years. That means when everything comes together, it'll be on his final year, hopefully.
Yeah,
if everything goes according to plan. That doesn't leave you a lot of wiggle room. That doesn't leave you a lot of room for error.
But here's the thing though. We're speaking about these picks, especially next year. We'll have 2 firsts and 2 seconds that are going to be, without a shadow of doubt, probably somewhere in the first top 64 picks. So that gives us.
Based on your scenario, you said that they make their progression to the second year.
I understand that, but I also did say, depending on the player, it could be a little sooner or it could be a little later, based on the position. If you take a receiver, right? Hold on.
Continuity takes the place.
Hold on, man. Listen, a go route is a go route anywhere. I don't give a shit where you ran into that, right? Okay. So if we go out and they spend one of these picks on a wide receiver, right, to help push the top off the defense, or they bring in a guy that can work the middle of the field while you got Preston and Devontae on the outside, his learning curve ain't the same as the guy that's gonna be out there in the split end spot or as the flanker. You feel what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah.
So, or that offensive lineman who's now had to go from playing college as a left tackle to the pros as a left tackle. Now, Sewell, without a shadow of a doubt, was probably going to be the only guy. He's a day one starter, much like Andrew Thomas. They're day one starters. You plug them in, and they're going to hold that spot for at least 10, 15 years for you.
Look how Wirfs is playing for Tampa Bay.
Exactly. That's my point. So, some kids are special. They just got to make sure. They just have to.
Continue. Go ahead, ball game.
Yeah, they just have to make sure that these players are vetted completely, and it's gonna be hard, man, because this pandemic shit is fucking up all of that.
Yeah,
but
get in here.
We got tape. We got tape enough with those 4. Listen, 3 out of the 4 of those first round picks that we pick next year should be immediate impact players for us in some capacity.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I believe that because if you look at it, the only thing that's screwing me right now is that Nick Needham seems to be taking a regression step backwards in terms of moving forward.
Because of the competition.
Because of the competition. Oh man, come on, bro.
Go ahead.
I understand eye test frustration, but let me say this right now. Let me say this to defend eye test. Okay, I'm gonna defend him here. I don't see the talent that a lot of these worship disciples in another room think they see. I don't see it.
Right.
So that's the eye test's point. I don't see it. Now let me say this. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna be fair. I look at that offensive line. First 2 games, they have passed the eye test, in my opinion.
Facts.
And the next 4 weeks, they're not playing no ferocious pass rush. Unless eye test, like you said, but the Niners' backups are as good as the starters. Now, if that's the case, and the Niners, the next 2 games, ball on defense in the front line, then we're going to have a problem. But we can't worry about that right now.
Right.
But Denver's gone. This team here has a nice pass rusher. He's okay. Jared Allen, the other Jared Allen. He's pretty good. But nothing to sweat, okay? Seattle, and as much as I love Seattle, they have no front four. They have linebackers and secondary. Yeah. And they're gonna blitz Jamal Adams all day like they did Cam Newton last night, okay? And then Frisco, and then Denver has nothing. So for the next 4 weeks, they're not gonna face no trouble. Now the Chargers, if they come to play, then we're gonna have a problem. Ask Mahomes yesterday. Their front seven was.
They got after that motherfucker. They got after his ass.
But if they come in here and Joey Bosa goes, yo, let's stay at my house. I'm from here. I'm home. I'll rent out us a strip club. We'll have fun. Then the Chargers are gonna be the dogs what they are. But I will say this, and I'm serious. And TD went nuclear on this yesterday, and I know why. If Justin Herbert is balling, by the time he gets to Miami and that boy is still on the bench, oh my God, are we gonna hear it? The ESPNs and the NFL networks are gonna have a field day with that because they hate Miami.
Chargers O-line didn't rank out as the worst O-line in the league last year.
Yeah, they in that first round.
Chargers offense was not. The Chargers offense wasn't, laughed at. You know what I mean? So,
and let me tell you right now, that kid they picked at 6, that kid who they picked, the offensive lineman they took, he's looking pretty damn good for them.
Well,
Miami. All I'm saying is the Rams look like the Rams again. Their defense is hurting people as this guy Carson Wentz yesterday. They went to Philly and stomped them yesterday, bro.
Hey, so but in the same breath that you were talking about the draft pick that they took for their lineman, does Austin Jackson not look the part right now?
No, you don't get it. I'm not talking about the line. I said the line passed the eye test to me so far. I'm talking about the rest of the damn offense.
Oh yeah. Well,
that's what I'm talking about. Other than the tight end, the tight end's played well. Other than the tight end, I'm looking at the rest of the guys. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's why they better win Thursday.
That's why they're not. Yeah, they're not 7s and 8s.
God damn, I gotta get him up here on Thursday, bro.
We got a bunch of 5s and 6s. I mean, I hate, and I don't have no problem saying it. We got a bunch of 5s and 6s. Hell, look how long we had to wait for Parker to finally show up and be any resemblance of what you expect from a number one. I mean, from a first round pick as a receiver.
You don't blame that on Gase though.
The only thing I blame on Gase is the fact that the relationship soured and he was fucking playing bullshit with the dude's career.
I'm gonna be fair.
Aside
in
from
that same press conference, that stupid ass owner said that we was gonna tank for 3 years. He said he let Adam go because Adam did not want to be here for the losing.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have fired Gase in 2019, January of 2019. He made that statement. He only got rid of Gase because Gase said, I'm not going for this shit. Hell's no. Okay? And I'm going to say something else. I'm going to kill Ross. I swear to God, I'll do a video of him on Thursday morning. I'm going to kill him. This idiot, okay, every goddamn coach he's picked, bums. Bunch of fucking corporate men. Like they're working at fucking IBM or working under him. I'm tired of Ross.
Well, the good thing is he didn't pick this one.
I'm tired of him.
He just had to sign off on us getting him. So
The only good thing about him I like is he wanted Lamar Jackson, and that's why Tannenbaum's on ESPN spilling lies.
Yeah.
And he didn't pick him. No, we're going to take Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So we should have moved mountains to get back up into the fucking round like Ozzy did to get Jackson.
God damn.
Let me ask you: if Jackson comes here, is he Lamar Jackson or is he a bust?
With this offensive line I've seen right now, after 2 games, he's fucking Lamar Jackson and more.
Yeah, he'd had to go through some growing pains last year for sure, but I think Jackson is Jackson regardless. I don't see no difference in the way he playing now than he played when he was in college. He just ain't.
Exactly.
He's just
Miami
not,
trying to be funny with Marco Colombo.
He's just not as loose with the ball. So, in college he was all Louisville had. So
You're right, Logo. You're right.
All right, you remember that quarterback
going up against men.
You remember that quarterback we drafted from West Virginia? He was supposed to be like this dual threat quarterback when we had Chad Henne. Damn, I forgot his name. And then he ended up playing receiver, and then they knocked him out like on the final play of the season.
Against the Steelers.
Who you talking about? Pat White?
Pat fucking White.
There you go.
Yo,
that was a Parcells pick, by the way.
He was balling the fuck out in college, just like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
as soon as he came down here to the Dolphins,
he was a little guy though. He was undersized. He was only 5'9", 160 pounds wet.
Hell, you do realize Albert Wilson played. He was a high school quarterback too, right?
Yeah, but he balled at KC. He proved himself in the league.
Yeah, but he wasn't here. Yeah, but he wasn't gonna be no. But he wasn't gonna be no damn quarterback in the league.
Randall L. balled as quarterback in college,
and he played wide receiver in the league.
Because they ain't believe in running quarterbacks.
And he was good for the Steelers. He won a Super. He helped them win that Super Bowl.
Yep.
Exactly.
They found a better role for him.
That's right. Pat White got blown up by Joey Porter.
They were trying to turn these quarterbacks into receivers at the time. It's now that they accepting running quarterbacks. You feel me?
I feel you. I'm going to say this right now. Okay, and I really believe this, and I'm out of here at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I'll be back here 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow for afternoon roundtable, us Dolphin guys, and anybody else who wants to come in. But we'll be doing strictly Dolphins tomorrow. No NBA, no other fucking teams, okay? Dolphins tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern. And then I'll be back on at 7 o'clock. I'm going to say this right. I love doing this. I'm going to say this right now for the record. It's just me. This motherfucker, and I'm talking about Greer, he better hit a grand slam in the 2021 draft like his daddy did. Look at the picks his daddy did in New England. Let's go through it, shall we? Okay, Drew Bledsoe. Okay. Okay, Willie McGinnis, Chris Slade, Ty Law, Lola Malloy, Ted Johnson, Teddy Bruschi.
Yep.
That is a championship defense. You know why? Because Parcells coached them the year they lost to Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And Belichick did. And when Belichick got back to New England, those players was in their primes. Right. And they already knew his system. People don't remember that. He coached defensively against the Packers for Parcells in 96. So he knew these boys.
Right.
And he got them 3 Super Bowls.
I just don't see why people can't be patient enough to believe that Greer could possibly.
No, he's not.
Not Greer.
He's
not Greer. Not Greer. I mean, with Flores.
He's not because, like I said, ball game. He's a millennial. He's seen nothing but shit the last 20 years. He doesn't believe. He has been poisoned. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in a positive way to eye test. Young man has been poisoned. He's tired of the bullshit, and he doesn't believe anything they say or they do. Am I right about that, eye test?
Dead on.
There you go. He's poisoned. I felt the same way. I'm going to say about once Ricky left. When Ricky left and smoked his weed, I stopped believing in you. I believed in Saban. But once Saban left, I really stopped believing. Mm-hmm. And when Parcells, who admitted, to his credit, the worst mistake he's made as executive was he didn't give Matt Ryan a fucking interview. Did not give him an interview. He said they were all the same with him, Henny, and the kid Braun. What a mistake that was. That set us back 20 years, bro. Because at least if Matty Ice was our quarterback, we would have been smart enough to build him an offensive line, give him some weapons, a power running game, and we would have been competitive every fucking. Look at Atlanta. We can all laugh at Atlanta, but one thing about Atlanta,
they tanking right now though.
Since Matty Ice has been in the NFL, they made the playoffs. I think 9 or 10 of the 12 years that he's been playing. Give him that much, bro. And unanimous, All-Pro and MVP of the league. MVP. We haven't had that since Dan Marino 35 years ago. You kidding me?
Yep.
Go to your coaching, dog. Kyle Shanahan. I don't see Coach Flores giving us a MVP, yo.
You know what? I want to comment on that. I want to comment on that.
Flores, Shanahan's an offensive guy. So
that's the point he's making. Let me comment on that real quick.
That's my point. Yo, he's a defensive guy, and our defense is shit.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead. Now I'm gonna say something now.
Who won? Who do you think was the biggest contributor to that success that the New England Patriots had? The offense or the defense?
Brady.
I know where you're going with this, and it's the defense, and he didn't coach that defense. That was Belichick's defense, because if his defense would have translated with him, as soon as he would have got here, our defense would have been up to par. And ever since he got here,
he didn't. It's not like he brought them guys with him.
All right. Let me ask you this: ever since he left, has New England's defense tapered off?
No, they're not going to, because of the system.
It's a system, right?
We gotta give him time to build his system, though, right?
Bro, he came from New England. Why didn't he bring the system that he knows could win?
Bro, do you really understand how long it takes to actually teach an entire defensive system as complex as New England's? You're not doing that in just one season, bro. And then with all these wholesale changes and dudes that they brought in, you're damn near starting all over.
Let me say this.
All right, but hold on. Who's on New England's defense now? It's a bunch of people that Bill Belichick had on the practice squad or that he brought in.
I'll tell you one thing, but Russell Wilson lit that shit up last night. Let me say
the only person that they missing right now is Chung and fucking Hightower. All them boys been there. You got the McCourty brothers still there.
Van Noy's gone, bro.
Who?
Van
Noy's gone.
Dolphins. Let me say this right now. Do eye test. Let me say the eye test real quick. If Kyle Shanahan was on this team, I wouldn't have a fucking word in the world. You know why? Me and you you and Ball Game, and everybody in this chat room everybody in this chat room could play quarterback for Kyle Shanahan. We put 4 fucking 1,000 yards and 30 touchdowns.
Because you know what the fuck he doing, dog.
That's offense though, but he ain't coaching defense.
Yo, I'd rather score 37 points and be competitive every week than fucking score 10 points and let the defense suffer out there and suffer. But I'm gonna say something to Ball Game now.
Yeah.
Defensively, we are a year away, baby. It's coming.
Yeah, that's it.
It's coming. The defense is coming on. Dusty, get up here, bro.
You say this all the time. Which side of the ball is easier to gel and faster to gel?
The defense.
The defense.
Okay, so why are you telling me he's an offensive coach?
Bro,
he's talking about Shanahan.
Shanahan is an offensive coach.
He is.
So look how everywhere he goes, they pick up the offense like that. Why can't this guy who's a defensive coach and he's supposed to have this great defense because he transferred from New England to the Dolphins, bring his great defense with him?
You want the truth?
Let me ask you a question.
You want the truth?
Let me ask you a question. How many new players do we have on our defense right now?
Okay.
New players, we got Brandon Jones. We got
no. I'm not even fuck the rookies. Fuck the rookies. I'm talking about starters right now. How many new players do we have?
6.
Thank you. Out of 11, right?
Yep.
That is a goddamn mission impossible.
Let me say this problem. Let me say what the problem.
Starters does New England have?
You won't
answer. None. The only new starter they have is the free safety Chung.
By the way, Dusty, your stadium inside looks beautiful. All silver and black seats, bro.
Because McCourty been a starter at corner. His brother is playing the other
NFL
side.
Network is there right
and
now.
they got the rookie out there at free safety because Gilmore got one side locked down, and Jackson been there for 3 years now. So
and boy, did Russell Wilson like Gilmore up last night, bro.
Huh? D-line.
Boy, did Russell Wilson.
They always had a no-name D-line.
Here's the problem with Miami.
No, I'm telling you, they got like 5, 6 new players on their defense too.
They do. And let me say this right now to both of you. You know what the problem is in Miami? You know what it is? They have no pass rush, and their linebackers suck, except for the kid number 55. Who's
And
55?
you paid Van Noy, you paid Landon Roberts, and he ain't even played yet.
Jerome, that's his name, his first name?
Yeah, Jerome Baker.
That kid's a baller. That kid is your alpha male. He's a baller. That motherfucker's balling.
He just gotta learn the position, man.
The rest of that front seven sucks, except him.
Jerome is not a true. Jerome Baker's not a true Mike linebacker for this defense. So you gotta grow with
Dusty, get up here, bro.
the learning curves of him.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
that's
mean?
your problem. You don't have a front seven.
Yo.
You don't have a front seven eye test. That's your problem.
Yo, you
Don't
got players
listen
out
to
of
that. Don't
position.
listen to my brother in another room. He's fucking preaching false hope. This is reality here. Okay? They have no front seven. That's why they suck on defense, eye test.
No, I see the same new starters. We got as many new starters as New England got, but Belichick, he doesn't miss a beat. Your defense is a year away, but you're a defensive guru that won a Super Bowl.
Hold on. Lawrence Guy has been there for 3 seasons. Dietrich Wise has been there for 3 seasons. Adam Butler is the only new guy that they got starting in the inside defensive tackle spot. John Simon been with them for the better half, and he's a convert to the right end position because he was a linebacker for them, a backup linebacker, as a matter of fact. Now he's playing right end. So Juwan Bentley used to be on the D-line. Now he's their Mike linebacker. And here's the smart part. Belichick switched up his defense this year to match his personnel. So they're running a 4-3 now as opposed to running a 3-4. Because without having Hightower there, they lost a linebacker. Hightower sitting at home with his baby. So all of these guys, Brandon Copeland, Juwan Bentley, Shaquille Calhoun, all these dudes was there. They were just backups.
And boy, did they get toasted last night.
But they know the system. You understand?
Yes, they do. Yeah, I understand what ball games are. He's right, but listen. And I want eye test the answers. Do you agree with me that their linebackers and pass rush suck?
Yeah.
They've never had linebacker core. Ever since they let Carlos Dansby go, they linebacker core.
Yeah.
We learned those guys, yeah.
So you got they started. So they started the group they had out there last night. The first group, right? When they go and they flex into their
now I'll be watching your game, bro. I'll be out of here.
Kyle Duggar comes in at
tomorrow, 2:00, 11 o'clock in the morning your time. Pop up.
Jonathan Jones flexes
I'm
into
do a
the
morning
nickel
sports
spot.
show, afternoon show.
And then they got Gilmore. They got both McCarty brothers out there who are veterans. Adrian Phillips, who came over from the Chargers, playing strong safety. He's a vet, 4 years in.
Two is Hawaiian.
All these dudes, man, have played, bro. And then you still factor in Winovich is actually probably the better of the group.
All right,
but he don't even start.
All these players you telling me because nobody could name them if they had to.
No
now,
name.
You go.
Like the Dolphins.
That's it. New England ain't never been through the process of having big name guys. They just go out. They get guys that go out and do their damn job.
I understand. So you telling me it's a system over there, but if it was really the system, that means that nigga fucking Flores know the system. Why didn't he take that same system that took a bunch of names?
He took the system, I just gave you the answer. They don't have a front seven. They all suck except for Baker.
But dog, everybody on New England suck too, bro.
Let me ask you.
Belichick is a 1,000 times better coach than Flores, bro.
Let me ask you a legitimate question, bro.
He made that defense. Y'all telling me he made that defense.
Let me ask you a legitimate question. How long do you realistically think it takes to learn a defense?
Bro, it takes one off season.
It takes one off season?
One off season, bro.
One true off season, right?
Bro, if you play football, all they really do is change the terminology. You gotta know.
Man, are you serious? But you gotta be out there to do it, though, right?
McCarty brothers.
All you gotta do when you come into a new, let's say I'm a player and I was running a 4-3 if I was playing at some defense, and then now I came to a new team and now their base is a 3-4. The only thing that really changes because 3-4s and nickels and dimes, they're the same everywhere. You're really only changing the intricacies of your base defense. That's all you're really trying to learn in the terminology of that base defense. That's
Well,
it.
what I'm gonna tell you. Calvin Noy played middle linebacker, and going from a middle linebacker's position to playing an outside linebacker spot in a 3-4 is something completely fucking different.
What's up,
So that means it's what they're doing. They're playing out of position, but they're making it work. The Dolphins went and spent money on a bunch of players, and they shit look worse.
Bro, it's game 2.
Yeah, worry, it's gonna come.
They didn't have an off
I
season.
agree with ball game. That
They
defense
didn't have
is
an
gonna
off
come
season.
along. Don't worry about them.
No OTAs, none of that stuff. All the stuff that you would normally get to actually go out there and get some cohesiveness between you.
I hear you crystal clear.
We didn't have any of that.
Platinum, hold up. Platinum, go
If
ahead.
every other team didn't have the same offseason, nobody had an offseason.
How you make with your picks this week?
Tell me right now. You tell me right now what team in the NFL changed as much personnel as we did.
That's true. Hey,
last
hold
year
up.
to this year.
Yeah,
Tell
you're
me
right.
one
Yo,
team that
Platinum,
did it.
go ahead. Platinum, go ahead. What's up, bro?
Yeah, hey, what's up with you, man? Hey, look, I don't. We had a funny Sunday, so I mean, we won some, we lost some, but look, we gonna make it all up tonight, okay? I didn't come up here. Look, I apologize, you guys. Let me interrupt. I'm finna get off the line or whatever. You guys go back talking. We gonna make it up tonight. Take the Las Vegas. Take the Las Vegas Raiders.
Exactly.
They're gonna win the game straight up. Take the money line.
I agree.
They'll win this game. It's a Monday night home dog. You got the public all over the Saints. I'm telling you, it's easy money. Take your money. You want to double? You want to make some money? Put all of your money on Las Vegas Raiders. You're gonna be happy after about 3 hours. This is a done deal right here. Las Vegas Raiders.
You got it.
All
I'm
right?
taking the Raiders too. I love you, bro. Yo, I'll be in Cooter's room late tonight, bro. I'll be there.
Okay. All right.
Love you, bro.
Please tell me another team that had the turnover on bodies that we had.
I'm just gonna say this for the last time, okay? And then I'm gonna get final thoughts from both of you guys, okay? They front seven sucks right now, but I will promise you, by the time they get to the Jets, which is week 10,
They're gonna be straight.
and then their bye week, and when they come back and play the Jets again, and then the Bengals, those are 3 wins right there. 3 wins right there. Okay, it's going to take time, I test. I agree with Ballgame. What I saw in Flores, what I liked about him a year ago, he had a bunch of fucking bums playing hard. Even at 0-9, they didn't quit. And to me, that's a football coach that knows what the fuck he's doing. And another thing about him I love, players want to play for him. So when you get guys want to play for you, you're doing something right. Our problem is that goddamn GM who I'm giving next year's draft or else, and the ownership.
Yeah.
Okay? The coach is fine. The players got to grow. That's the point where Ballgame is saying. Let them grow on defense. Offense, we got a problem. I'll admit that, but at least they scored 4 touchdowns Sunday. At least they did that.
Yeah,
So the point I'm
I
making
didn't see
is,
that coming.
the point I'm neither did I. The point I'm making is, I test. This is exactly to you, young man. I understand your venom. I understand you don't trust them. I don't either. I don't trust them. You think I like what I did, kid, when they drafted fucking Lyman? But so far, so good. Against a Belichick scheme, they couldn't score. Against Buffalo, which looked invincible against the Jets, they put 4 touchdowns up. So there's a glimmer of hope. You win Jacksonville this week. Go 1-3. Take your beating against the Seahawks. Be competitive. Then the next few games is
Winnable
open.
games. They're winnable games.
Very winnable.
Yep.
Very winnable. So just give them a little chance. This is a baby chance, I test. This is a baby chance. That's all Ballgame is saying. Guys in the chat rooms, I know exactly what Ballgame is saying. But what my brother in the other room is preaching, 7-8, 12-4. No, that's BS. Now, I test final thoughts.
I hear you, bro, but
I understand you. I feel you. I feel you, young man. I feel you.
God, these motherfuckers, they okay. You just said last year, right, that he had a bunch of bums playing hard, right?
He did.
So that means he got more help this year, and they still look like shit.
It's going to take time, young man. It's going to take time. I just gave you a scenario. Give them week 10 against the Jets. They played the Jets back to back. They played the Jets week 10, and then after their bye week 12, they're up here in the Meadowlands. From then on, they're going to be competitive on defense. Trust me. Go ahead. Continue your final thoughts. I test. Continue your final thoughts.
Nah, I'm gonna be here, bro. Holla at me.
OTAs start. OTAs generally start
in March.
In March. So from March of this year till 6 weeks, well, about 4.5 weeks prior to the season starting, they didn't have shit going on. It was Zoom meetings, no fucking ability to get into the room with each other, get on the field with each other, none of that shit.
Yeah.
How do you expect it to look, bro? Like real talk.
I get it. Damn, bro.
I understand the young man's venom, though, ball game. I understand Lieutenant Jefferson's venom.
I'm not telling them not to have it, bro. All I'm just saying is
give it time.
Realistically, we got to look at what's what, man.
Yep, give it time.
This shit here has been different, bro.
Hey, let me say this to you right now, Itess. The fans are going to get their wish. They lose to Gunnar Minshew this week, and let's say Gunnar embarrassed them. That the quarterback from San Diego's playing, two is playing against Seattle.
Yep.
No, I want to see what he got, bro. That's it. I want to see what he got.
I guarantee you, they lose to Gunnar Minshew. That's it for Fitzpatrick. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Because he's looking like
you just don't.
He looks like he doesn't want to play, bro.
There you go.
Fitzpatrick, yo, he's just throwing picks up there, like man.
Because he don't care. He knows his career is over.
That's been Fitzpatrick though. I don't know why anybody convinced themselves that Fitzpatrick was gonna have some magical rebirth or something. It is who he is. You know what I mean? He's a gunslinger. So that's what you get with a gunslinger. 38 years old. He is who he is. Like dude has made millions of dollars hanging around in the NFL and hasn't had to change any aspect of who he is as a quarterback.
All right, let me end it with this. Go ahead, ball. Gave me your final thoughts.
I don't keep preaching it, man, until I ain't got no reason else to do it, man. This shit is a process that we've never endured, and I get it. But if you've been around as long as you say you've been around, and people have been around loving this team, then you can't
Hey, look at my attitude. Look what I told you I did, Itess. You got the Niners. Let them ease your pain, bro. I mean, I know they banged up a little, but you believe in Kyle Shanahan. Ride that. It's like me with the Seahawks. I'm riding that, bro. I've been riding that for the last 22 years, bro. Because the Dolphins don't show me anything. But I always give my boys a chance because they're my first love when it comes to pro football.
Right.
They're my love. Okay?
I follow them all. I only love one.
I saw, and I know this hurts a lot of people, I saw their 2 Super Bowl victories. Okay? I saw Don Shula hold up the trophy. I saw Zonka destroy the Viking defense. Okay? I seen it live. Okay?
I seen Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky was a workhorse, bro. And I think the Dolphins in next year's draft need a big back like Ricky, across from Ricky. Or in other words, go get another Marshawn Lynch.
Bro, you had Jonathan Taylor all in this draft. You had J.K. Dobbins.
That's what I said. I said that these motherfuckers had all that draft capital and couldn't move up spots or move down spots to get picks in 2022 or move up to get a fucking running back. That's why I'm pissed off at Greer. That's why I'm fucking angry at him. He's selling his fucking hands and twirling his goddamn thumbs. And ball game, you can't deny it because that's what he did. Am I right, ball game?
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. They could have been got fucking J.K. Dobbins and Swift. Didn't do it. That's an indictment on fucking Milk and Cookies GM Chris Greer. You don't think I'm gonna ride that motherfucker? You better believe in this room, I will destroy him, and Ross is getting his first day of fucking morning in here. After I do the orgy podcast in here. I got an orgy sexual podcast coming up at early. After that, Ross is next.
What kind
Tired
of
of his ass.
Here,
I test, you get it from me, bro. I'm not waving no fucking hankies. And hopefully I can get TD in here Thursday, because if I get him, it's going to be a fascinating conversation with me and him. I don't fucking wave no fucking hankies for this piece of shit franchise, bro. And to proven otherwise. You hear me, Itus?
Hey.
Okay. Let's just make sure me and you on the same page. Because I agree with you why you got so much venom. I don't have trust in them.
I'm not telling the young man not to have the venom, man. I understand it, right? Hell, I've sat through 3 decades of having venom. And you sat there longer. Well, I'm just telling you, I ain't never experienced this shit before, so I'm optimistic for a different outcome than previous ones.
Because their media are a bunch of flunkies.
Yeah.
I love Omar, but I love Perkins, but they can wave their hankies too.
Yep.
And I agree with you, Mr. Miami. Stephen Ross needs to fucking sell the team. Tired of it.
He ain't never gonna sell the team, bro. They ain't happening.
Tired of his ass, bro. Tired of his fucking stupidity. How the fuck you tell the rest of the league and the world our fucking plans?
We got the guy he wanted, though. He got his quarterback, though, so we ain't got to tank no more.
I bet you one thing. He plays 2 of these last 13 games. He's seen no results, and we're in that Fields of that.
We're gonna get Fields of fucking
Trevor Lawrence, or the kid from the kid who I think
Vance.
is better than the 3. The kid from North Dakota State. You better believe Ross is gonna pull that trigger.
You draft a quarterback until you find one. Fuck it.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
He do it the Mike Holmgren way. Every year he drafted 3 quarterbacks.
You draft a quarterback until you find one. Fuck
That's
it.
right. He traded for Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
And how did that work out for Seattle?
Good motherfuckers on shit. They worked out great because motherfucking Russell showed up and it was pretty much a wrap.
Yeah, it was.
They had Flynn,
to Russell.
Hasselbeck, Flynn, Russell Wilson, and
Tavares Jackson.
Tavares Jackson. Yeah, they had 4 motherfuckers up there.
And it worked out for them.
Yeah.
So why didn't y'all draft Russell Wilson?
We did. Oh, the Dolphins?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why. Hold that point.
They drafted fucking Tannehill, dog.
Hold on. I got you. This is who's our buddy? Jeff Ireland. Well, we wanted Kaepernick, but we didn't want to. Yeah, that's why he's in New Orleans. Who's doing a good job in New Orleans, by the way, running that franchise. Russell Wilson, he was too small. Yeah, who's the better quarterback, Russ or Tanny? You tell me.
Dumb as fuck. So the whole offseason, I told my homie, I said, yo, Russell Wilson. Everybody was on Andrew Luck and RG3 dick. I was like, yo, Russell Wilson better than that.
You know who I liked in that draft? These were my 3 guys in this draft.
Luck was a motherfucking generational talent, though, bro.
I love Luck.
Luck
I
is
love
gangster,
Wilson,
yeah.
and I love Kirk Cousins, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins worked out.
Nah, he trash.
That motherfucker's still around. You can't be
That's
trash.
right. And he's
still
the richest, and he's the highest paid quarterback by average in the league.
Super Bowl?
We don't know if he's gonna win a Super Bowl, but you can't.
No,
you can't consider a
the
person.
Vikings look pitiful.
You can't
They look
consider him
pitiful.
trash though, bro. If he's still around, he's still a starting quarterback in the
And
NFL.
getting well paid
and
for it.
32 of them motherfuckers.
Let me
I
get out of
get
here,
it,
man.
but there's only like 10 of them that could win you a Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers is got. And you know what? That's a good point that Miami just made. Nick Saban had a chance to take Aaron Rodgers at 2. He took Ronnie Brown. How did that work out?
Man, they missed so many times.
There you go. That's why, young man, I understand your venom. That's why I always welcome you on the panel. I welcome both of you on the panel because I understand your pain, young man.
I feel you, bro. Thanks, man.
I love you. You're here every day, bro. I'm going to wrap it up right now. I want to thank Mr. Ballgame for being here. I want to thank Itest, of course. He is great. He's here every night, basically. Mr. Miami, you're beautiful. LaShawn Jefferson, I love you guys, bro, for being here. Let me thank all the guys in here. Who else came in here besides that? Lou was here today.
Why
Dusty
EM
was-
didn't come on, man?
Who?
Did EM come on?
No, he said that he was busy. That's okay. He knows where to find me now. He knows where to find me. And you know what I want up here too? I want Insanity up here. I've been inviting her. I've been emailing her. I said, come up here.
Mm-hmm.
She says she was, but she's been ducking. Because they know what they're going to get from me and from Itest.
We use profanity. I don't know if a lady should be hearing all that over here.
I wouldn't curse in front of her. I like her too much. I call her my baby girl niece. She knows.
Okay.
She's very sweet. You see who else? 72 Logo was here. Iman Perry. El Grande was here. Just to name a few guys. I love all you guys from the Black Manosphere showing support for me. Again, I test phenomenal. Glad you're up here. LaShawn Jefferson, he knows I love him. We rock together. Ball game, you have been phenomenal. You've been better than I thought you've been, bro. Thank you so much for your knowledge and your expertise coming up in the panel, bro.
You're welcome, fam.
I appreciate you. Be here tomorrow, fellas. Afternoon roundtable. That's right. Dolphins again tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern. I love you guys. No sex, no drugs, no gamble. I mean, we gamble. No sex, no drugs. No.
You killing me with that. I can't do that.
No booze, no clubbing.
What? No sex.
I love you guys. Enjoy the Raider game tonight against Drew Brees and the Saints. Dusty, enjoy your game. Kiss your wife, kiss your lady for me, your baby. I love you guys. Good night from the Oasis. I love you guys. See you 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, boys. Love you.
All right.
Good night, fellas.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Miami. I love you too.